helps. Helps have my audio on, I guess. There we go. Game audio on. And Discord audio on. Alright. Let's see who all comes through. It's a late night stream, so I'm not expecting much, but nevertheless, been looking for an excuse to do this. Should be a lot of fun. Or a slog, one of the two. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Alright. Gyaka. It's really hard to tell if he's shiny or not until he sparkles. I haven't seen a shiny yet in the game, so let's see. I'll pull up a picture of the sprites. The sprite is slightly pink, so it's going to be really hard to tell the difference. He does sparkle though, so this one is clearly not it. So we will just... Alright, so there's reset number 1. Put a reset counter on the screen. Let's see if we can just put a reset counter here. Alright, this is our second attempt. Let us see what happens. Alright, before I do this, let's send out our stream alerts. Croc, what it is, man? How you doing tonight? Let me minimize this. There we go. Croc, how's it going, my man? How you doing? I'm just doing a little late night shiny hunting, doing some streaming on this game. We haven't done anything really much on this channel as far as streaming goes aside from last night, so trying to just kind of pick up the pace on this a little bit. We did Mew, which was a lot of fun last night, or Mewtwo, I guess I should say. But I've been sitting on this for like a few days, and I've been itching to get this done, so I'm just gonna stay up a little late and get this done. Give me a second here, though. Alright. There we go. We gotta get back on Scarlet Violet. SD, what it is, man? Brandon, what it is, man? How y'all doing tonight? I've been enjoying Scarlet Violet. I had I won't say a hiatus, but a little bit of a slowdown when things between the time we were getting the raids and Mewtwo dropping. But Mewtwo really reminded me. I do sincerely enjoy the chase. Brandon, I'm doing great. How you doing, man? All right, so this not be it. This is attempt number 3. I really need to put a reset counter on the screen, though. Let's go ahead and close this out. I have a stomach bug, so tonight's going to kind of... Ugh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. All right, let me see... Today I stood up to my roommates, though. Oh, yay? Is this in a good way, I'm hoping? All right, let me see if I can make a quick reset counter here. That's one thing I realize I'm missing here. Instant replay widgets. Hold on, let me see if I can... I didn't look this up before. And I should have. There's got to be a widget that I can use for this real quickly here. 12 animals, not 13. What? Told them to start pitching in because I'm tired of taking care of their dishes. Oh. Yeah, no, that's actually fair. That's actually super fair. If you want to reset your counter, you just add another... Hold on. Let's see. There's got to be a... There we are. Count command. All right. Right now, this is getting a bit tedious. All right. I'll have to look this up later. We'll maybe do this for a later one. All right. Either way, unless somebody knows how to do this, I have not. I do not. So I'm just gonna continue on. This is attempt number 4. Yeah, dude, that's a lot of animals to clean up after. I've got a few animals, but nothing like that. No, mine are just easy cleanup. I don't even play that. I do have to do some repair work tomorrow in one of my enclosures, but that's just the normal. Just fed up because on top of having stomach bug, I had to do the mountain of dishes. Yep. Well, that's called having kids. But yeah, nope. It sucks. It really sucks. I feel you, dude. All right, attempt number 4. Let's see. We have a 1 in 4,000 chance. So it doesn't look like this is it. We'll just check and see if it's sparkling. Indeed, it's not. Oops. I'm gonna pull up the sprite here to remember what the sprite looks like. There we go. So, attempt number 5. Clean up 2 cat boxes that 8 cats use. Ugh, dude, we had a cat here. I had some friends that lived with us for a while, and they had one cat. one cat was too much. And I've got a big house. That drove me nuts. I couldn't stand it. It was just awful. And after they moved out, like, they were good people. I had absolutely no problem with them living there. The cat was a pain in the ass, but like the cat turds that the cat would just fling all over the room, just stuck to the wall and just everywhere. Like, the cleanup after that was just atrocious. Alright, this does not look like it is the shiny either. That's okay. Reset number 60. Let me just pull this up, make sure I've got the sprite correct. Because he's... okay. It's going to be really hard to tell because shiny Palkia just has a slightly purplish-er hue to him. So, yeah. Attempt number 6. Yeah, clean the boxes 3 times a day. Nope, nope, nope. Fuck that. Homie, don't play that. Homie, don't play that. Alright. Really do need a reset counter on screen, though. Alright. Yeah. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Here we go. Now, unfortunately, we won't know if it's shiny until we get into the fight here, so we'll see what happens. Fitzula, what it is, man? This one doesn't appear to be shiny either. Just double check, make sure it's not sparkling. And I don't... no animation, so I'm going to say it is probably not shiny. I've already lost track. Is this number 8? Attempt number 8, I believe. Where's SD? SD knows how to do this kind of stuff. SD, do you know how to set a counter in slobs? That I guess Vic's West Coast right now. Display recent events, stream label, alert box. No. Just have to awaken an easy A mine, then I'm done for now. Nice. That reminds me, I actually need to be running the easy A's while I'm doing this. I did the easy A for Zamasu, but I've not done the easy A for Trunks yet, so I just need to do that. There we go. Yeah. This week's been crazy, man. This week's been nuts. Every single day where I'm like, okay, here's my time to work on content and to get things done, something always comes up. Like this evening, normally there's a window between 5:30 and dinner time that I can just, make content, do all my stuff. And tonight it was like, nope, I had to run out to the pharmacy and pick up some medicine for the kids. So, just crazy. All right. This is not it. Attempt number 9. I think I've lost track already. So I had to awaken an easy... yeah. So while this is going, I will actually have my easy A's going, and I'll do some of my other stuff over here on the side too. I got to get some general game grinding done over here. Boom. Got wrecked in the... oh yeah. I'm gonna look for a minute. You're good, man. You're good. This is not going to be an exciting stream. This is mostly just going to be us just talking, having conversations while I sit here and do a bajillion resets. 1K deep, no VB or Zamasu. Damn, son. That's harsh. That's totally brutal. That is completely brutal. Palkia appeared. Still not shiny, but it's hard to tell, so I'm going to wait a second and see if he animates. Nope, no spark. So, I'm going to call this number 10. Let me double check, see if I can do... There's like a quickie widget I can import. Let's see. Trust that. Alright, attempt number 10. Let's see what happens here. Gonna save money, go back in on Thursday after work. That's fair. That's plenty fair. I need to go after Goku and Vegeta still. I haven't pulled them yet. So that's gonna kind of be my next thing. Let's see. How to set up and use a death counter. It'd be roughly the same thing. Let's see. This little...
One setting.
Nope. I'll watch somebody's video on stream. Let's just give me a text version of this. All right, I'm going to call this number 10. I think this might be 11, but I'm going to call it 10. Let's see. Doesn't look like it's a shiny either, but once again, it's 1 to 4,000 odds, so I'm not going to get discouraged or disgruntled yet. Come on, all these are videos. I just want to text, man. Just... Do have some good news. My review of Beast Gohan is picking up traction. Nice! Very nice. I'm glad to hear that. I am quite glad to hear that. Okay, so a bunch of dead links and videos. I don't want to watch a video on stream. Come on. Let's go in here. Tap number 11. And I could already tell that's not a shiny. I'm going to give it 1 second here. Nope. So this is basically what we're going to be doing, guys. So I know how to edit TikToks, just uploaded it to the site as well. But forgot to do 10 minutes. That video is like 260 views. Oh, yep. Most of the TikToks I do, I try to keep around a minute, maybe 2 minutes tops. 10 is pretty long for a TikTok. A lot of people run out of steam around the 30-second mark. It is very much catered to the ADD crowd, I guess you could say. There we go. This is what, 12? This is 12. Step 12, I'm going to guess that's not shiny. Yeah. Nice though. I'm glad you're getting some traction on that. Most of the time, if you've seen my TikToks, what I do is I'll literally just chop the snippets out. I'll put the longer form video on YouTube with like a little advertisement in there for it, and then for the TikTok one, it's just like the important stuff. Like, here's the really important factors. If you want the whole breakdown, go check out the YouTube channel. And then those tend to do pretty well. I mean, let's see. Today's the Shiny run. Let's see. Or say Shiny run. The Mewtwo run, that video is now at 500 views. And hell, my Mew build is at 2100. And the video I did 2 weeks ago on the lucky number 13? I think it's 13. I don't have a counter because I'm an idiot. What I did 2 weeks ago on the all the codes in Scarlet and Violet, that one's already at 20,000. So, and I'm getting ready to remake that one too. Probably remake that one Sunday or something. All right. Nope. Yeah, editing is super easy. There's plenty of utilities out there that will show you how to do it, like essentially free of, not completely free of charge, but close to damn enough. All right, so let's see. I need to build a Trunks team real quick. Time Travelers, and I'm certain it's going to be Extreme. So let's do Time Travelers real quick. Okay, Time Travelers. There and there. Close the damn enough. Let's go. All right. 14. And nope, looks the same as before. I'm assuming it should be pretty obvious when it's shiny. Okay. Bam. There we go. All right, got my Trunks team set up, so we'll be good to go. We'll have that grinding out, and then, drop that video tomorrow morning, too. I need to catch up with content tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a big content catch-up day. And then tomorrow evening, before the Dokkan stream, I'm going out to eat. I'm going to go treat myself tomorrow after a long, I've just had 2 grueling weeks of just drudging through the days. It doesn't look like this one's shiny either. Okay, when he shows his ability, he should sparkle. And he doesn't. So let's try this again. What is this? 16 now, I believe. Attempt number 16. I really do need to find a way to put a counter on the screen. That's on me. I should have looked that up before the stream, but that's all right. Guess I could do this the old-fashioned way. Be a lot of work, though. Let's see. Widgets. Let's see. I don't download anything third party. Alright, whatever. We'll call this 16 and we'll just do this the old-fashioned way. I'll probably lose track anyway. I'm not going to get too anal about this. Nope, looks like that one's not shiny either. Probably should have let that run all the way through, but that'll be alright. 17. I shouldn't do this way. Alright. I'll drop my notepad down here. We'll do it this way. This will just be the old-fashioned way to keep track of it. Unless somebody wants to go do the research for me, which I'm too lazy to do at the moment. Once again, another one that doesn't look like it's going to be the case. We'll double check it here, though. Nope. I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe when he flies in, the animation will still show him shiny. So we're now on 18. My coffee is cold. The thermos shouldn't be cold. My coffee's cold, though. Ooh, that doesn't bode well. Cold coffee on a grind like this is gonna be not a lot of fun. All right, 18. Doesn't appear to be shiny. There we go. I think that might have been actually 19. I lost track again, but that's okay. That's on me. We'll call this 19. Once again, it's a 1 in 4,000 chance. So if I get one in like the first, couple hundred, I've done pretty damn well, I would say. I haven't got any other shinies in the game, though. I have not seen a single shiny in the game so far. So I don't know if that bodes well or poorly. So I don't think the sprite here will show shiny. I think here in the animation is where it would actually show. But because It's literally his shiny just looks like a purple bleed over the other purple. It's just gonna be really hard to tell until we see the sparkle. All right, attempt number 20. A lot of just waiting. A lot of just waiting. Patience, patience. Oh, man. Keep saying the next big thing I need to invest in down here is an espresso machine. That way I don't have to keep running upstairs to nuke my coffee when it gets cold. Just brew myself a fresh espresso. Down here doing espresso shots and streaming video games. That's the life, man. That's the life. Alright, here we go. Attempt number 20. Doesn't look like it. There we go. This will be attempt 21. There we go. Tick. So I'm going to assume we're really early in on this. Now, I would love, absolutely adore for Palkia to drop early on in the game. I don't think he's going to, but I would love for that to be the case. I also really hope that I don't do something stupid and murder him. Yeah, so let's do this. I thought I healed everybody, but I guess not. I don't have a max revive. He's on him. He's gonna be my tankiest best mon. Don't have another just straight up revive, so it'll be what it is. Alright, I am gonna go ahead and save. Alright, so now when I come back in, everyone should be good to go. With the exception of Graveler, who still is just where he's at. Poor Graveler, no respect. Alright. The answer is no. Now let's see if I saved right and everyone is still good. Alright, this is attempt number 22. Now, I'm sure some people out there are like, why the hell would you go to this trouble? Honestly, guys, I want as many legitimate shinies as I can get for my national decks. I'm not going for Genmon. I'm not going for any of that. This is a legitimate attempt to get shinies. I literally just got the shiny legendary dogs. I don't even shiny hunt. Just let the shinies come to me naturally. Yeah. Good luck with that with these guys. If you just run into shiny Palkia like the first time you run in here, number one, everyone doesn't like you. Found like 4 full odd shinies and the one of yep. I've had none so far. None. So it be what it be. Yep. But I'll show it off. I bought a 2DS a few days ago, and it came with a bunch of really cool pluses. In fact, I need to leave feedback for old boy tomorrow. But one of the big pluses to that thing is the guy that sold it apparently had done the one of the GameStop events and had the shiny legendary dogs in his platinum, I think it was. And I'd been searching because I've got a 3DS, but I was never smart enough to buy Pokemon Bank and the virtual games before they all expired earlier this year. So yes, my loss is other people's gain. But yeah, just so happens this guy had all of that and was like willing to part with it. And I mean, it cost me a pretty penny, but I came out of it pretty nice. Was out at the state fair, had a blast, come back to no power. Nice. King, I didn't realize you lived in California. Actually, they haven't really had problems with that lately. That's Texas now. It's having problems with that. King, how you doing, man? For those of you that have been watching the Cage Lock series, by the way, King, I'm going to get that episode up tomorrow. I didn't get a chance to get it out today. Poke King here is one of the four that we've been doing that with. The other one is Steven Z Killer and Toon Rami, and you'll see them around. They be doing their thing. Luckily, bought all 3 Pokemon games on 3DS. Just need to get the 3DS since I sold mine. Yeah, I have the retro one. I've got the NES retro one. I don't want to do any modding to it because my NES retro GBA. Last I checked, and admittedly it's been a few years since I checked, but last I checked, those were trending about $500. So if I ever was like super hard up for money, I've got a few really classic and rare gaming systems that would sell for insane amounts of money. I've been toying with the idea of buying a couple of just collectible consoles. When I was in Florida last month, they had a Neo Geo X that I really... Oh, this is attempt number 25, isn't it? That I really wanted to buy. And essentially the Neo Geo X is consider it like the Switch, but about 5 years before this. Well, maybe not 5, like 3 years before the Switch. It's a weird system. And it's super cool. Care what it is, man. And they wanted $300 for it, and they're like, yeah, it's not really worth that. They're like, that's the going price, but there's not enough games for it, and the system's kind of, like gimmicky and glitchy. But for me, for the collection aspect of it, I would just love to own it. But I'd just rather have stuff that's going to support the channel, so I just put the money into the 2DS. But since the 2DS I bought has virtual console, I have all the Gen 1 and most of the Gen 2 games on there. No shiny Palkia yet. We're working on it. This is attempt number 26. And the odds are, what, 4,096. Yeah. Messi, what it is, man? How you doing tonight? I hope I said your name right. Let's go. Rah, rah, rah. Okay. I'm going to assume we're early in our hunt, because this is, like I said, attempt number 26. Oh. All right, 27. That's part of the problem. I need my fan on. That'll help out a lot, too. There we go. Did you get the shiny Palkia in the first attempt? Hogwash. I don't believe that at all. How long have you been hunting for? I just started. This is the first time we've been hunting this. I don't know how long I'm going to do this. It is like 1:30 in the morning for me, but I've got very little to do tomorrow, aside from just make content for the channels. So, I figure I'll stay up for an hour or two, see what happens. I've been dying to do this. I literally stalled the game out. Like, I want to finish the game, but, you know, I also want... My goal here, obviously, is to shiny hunt all the legendaries. So every time I get to a legendary, we're going to do this. I'm basically going to stall the game out, do the legendary hunt, and then eventually, since I've just about completed Legends Arceus, at the end of all this, I plan to go in and shiny hunt Arceus. So, that's the goal, at least. Yep. This is attempt number 29, I believe. Attempt number 29. Been really bad about keeping track of them. So, yeah. I've seen some people get it as early as 200 attempts, which is a pretty wild number. I imagine we're gonna be doing a few streams of this, just, you know, BS and nonsense. But yeah, it may take a while, but you know, all good things are worth the hunt. I hope. I guess. I suppose. Attempt number 30. Can't wait until the shiny hunt Kyurem Black. Oh, dude, yes. I know, right? This is one of the rare games where you actually can shiny hunt the legendaries. But also, this game was not made by Game Freak. This was developed by a whole other company. So I'm guessing that's probably why it's the case. I have no clue, but that's kind of my assumption. So we may have to wait a little bit longer. This has got to be hard. It's just time consuming. It's not hard per se. Now, the animation should show him shiny. I think the hardest part about it is actually recognizing the shiny. Because apparently, if what I'm seeing is correct, the shiny is really damn close in color. The shiny is basically just like, almost like the purple bled a little bit too much into the off-white portion of his body. It does not look different enough, especially at this hour, to really be like... Yeah, to stand out. But not like Arceus. Arceus is easy. Can delete my save date on my DS and shiny hunt Kyurem full odds. Is Black? I thought they were shiny locked in that game. Could be wrong. Love my shiny Rayquaza. I really want a shiny Rayquaza. I really do. The one I really wanted to get was shiny Mew from Pokemon Go. But yeah. It's got light pink fur. Yep. But see, look how much the purple bleeds already into this. So it's gonna be really hard to tell. So what I do is I always wait for it to put up its pressure, and it should sparkle at that point. And yeah, dude, Rayquaza looks sweet. Rayquaza is one of the best shiny legendaries out there. So we're going to do this. We're going to shiny hunt Heatran. We're going to shiny hunt all of the lake spirits. And then, like I said, we're going to finish this off by shiny hunting Arceus himself. So buckle up, guys. It's gonna be a ride. It's going to take some time, but once again, I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush at all. All right, attempt number 32. Not Kyurem in black and white, the only legendary not to be shiny locked. Well, these legendaries aren't shiny locked either. But yeah, most of the time legendaries are 100% shiny locked. Temp number 33.
Bill,
What's up?
you streaming?
Yeah.
Oh. So, me and Yoko were doing a something, and I got blue screen while recording, and the file got corrupted. Is there any way to recover that file?
Oh.
Yeah, it's an hour, almost an hour, or an hour that we recorded. So is there right now we're trying the AVI with the VLC format, and it's no luck.
So what I've done in the past is thrown it into YouTube, and sometimes YouTube will unlock it, but most of the time not. You're probably recording MP4 like I do, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the problem is if an MP4 doesn't get to close the container, the whole file is corrupted. There are rare situations in which you can recover it, but it usually is just full of errors and all kinds of jittery nonsense. It's going to be really hard. That wasn't a shiny. Hembala, what it is, Mike? How you doing tonight?
Yep, so fresh start.
Fresh start, do you think?
Yeah.
I'm so bummed out, man. I am so bummed. I'm so sad.
I hate to say it, but it happens, man.
Because we were having so much fun.
Yep.
So,
It sucks. It really does suck. I mean, that's how I felt when a whole week of my my recordings for the cage lock got messed up.
what we were doing, we were recording a cage lock. And yeah, we're a little bit over an hour in, almost to the first gym. And the way it started, I'm just going to tell them this, Spectre, because
Chadwick's basically pink.
We're going to do a whole new thing. But when we started off, I had Zygarde for my starter. He had a Tyron, really new tackle. Then the very first Pokemon we caught, I caught a Charizard. He got an Axel. The next mon, I got an Emboar that I caught. He got a Mesprit. And then I got a Graveler, he had a Pyroar. It was just crazy all around.
What are you guys doing? Are you guys doing a Nuzlocke, or are you doing the
Cage lock.
Oh, damn, son.
And right before
Gonna go see the movie Stray tomorrow?
Right before he got blue screened, I was in a battle at the gym, and this freaking Octillery was about to destroy my entire team.
Oh, dude.
But I managed to clutch it out.
That's good. That's good.
I lost one mon, clutched it out, but now we lost everything.
That's so brutal. Well, I think I told you guys, but when I was playing this, I was doing a Nuzlocke, and I was doing really good up until I hit the 7th gym. And the friggin' ice gym, old girl had a Metacham. And because I was prepared for ice, I wasn't prepared for that. She just absolutely destroyed me. She wiped everybody out. It was embarrassing. So I just gave up on the lock.
you think that because my laptop is overheating, you think that's why I got blue screen? I've never gone blue screen on this laptop ever.
Did you say? Did you literally just ask me? Does my laptop overheating cause a blue screen?
Yeah, I actually really don't know.
Okay, legitimately, yeah. So if the laptop gets too hot, yes, the processor could just glitch. Or or there's a blue screen error message that'll say your laptop's too hot, shut it down. Usually before it does that, though, it'll give you some error messages. It'll give you like a thermal warning or something like that, but not always.
Yeah, it didn't give me anything like that.
Speaking of which, that's what I need to do tomorrow, too, is I need to replace the thermal paste on my CPU.
There shouldn't be any problems tomorrow. I'm going to try and come home early as best I can. That way I can...
Don't stress over it. It's fine. Seriously, don't stress over it.
I will, because that was like 1 hour of footage. It was so fun.
It just means we're going to have fun again with the whole new mix. That's all.
And I'm actually PG. There you go.
Exactly. I was surprised.
I can pull back.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
Since the deck sucks, there's only 2 ice types that she can use. Yeah.
Well,
Dude,
you know
that
what, Pilk?
it was a good fight though. It made it challenging. Hold on, it made it really challenging because as soon as I went in there and saw Metacham, it tilted my whole strategy. Everything up to that point had been kind of like, okay, this is a thing, and then she just destroyed me. SD, I'll pull you in 1 second.
I could be PG, but you may not look at it. You can't look at it right now, but I am flipping you off.
I'm on my PG channel and I can't say what I want to say to you.
Go ahead, say it.
No. If it was the other channel, if it was Twitch or the other channel, I'd just say it in a heartbeat.
DM,
We're keeping it
DM
clean
to me.
over here.
DM it to me, and then I'll DM back a grenade, and then we'll call it.
No.
We'll call it even.
No.
By the way,
This dude DMs me the just most absurd stuff. And one night my wife is like, "Oh, you got a DM in Discord from Spectre." And I was like, "Yeah, I was asleep in bed. I'd been in bed for like an hour. It'd been one of those late night streams. And I'm telling you guys, I did not hesitate. I jumped out of bed, I ran to the other room and leapt onto my phone like it was a live grenade. And she's like, "Okay then, what are you trying to hide?" And I'm like, "No, you have no idea. I'm protecting you.
I'm protecting.
I am a hero. Mourn my loss."
You know what Yoko caught in our recording?
What a catch.
He caught a male Bunnelby that was soon to be a male Lopunny. Better. Makes it better. Thick thighs for the guys.
Yeah, it's like that grenade I sent from that screenshot from Ren and Stimpy yesterday.
No, that wasn't a grenade. That's just a Ren and Stimpy clip. No, what he sent me was a straight up grenade. Yeah, Kirim sends weird stuff too, but
that Ren and Stimpy picture to Spectre too.
yes. Dude, Ren and Stimpy clips are never gonna tilt or disturb me. But the
I
stuff
always love
Spectre
how they go
sends...
that- I love how, like, when they want to really emphasize on how disgusting or ugly something is,
Yes.
they go to the matte painting version of it instead of cell drawn because they can put more detail in it.
Yup. That is definitely not shiny.
It was from, like, the Fire Dogs. I think that was the pilot, wasn't it?
I don't think it was the pilot, but it was one of the really early episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, I was spent mostly last night until like 3 in the morning. I was watching Ren and Stimpy episodes. Like, man, they got everything up here.
I keep getting that one clip of Ren and Stimpy sawing a log
Oh,
from
yeah.
the reboot series, and I'm like, the reboot series, for as bad as it was, it did have some moments where you're just like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll give you that one. But
Yeah,
really,
good night.
what made that show great was the limitations. The simple fact that you're like, they did not just do that. They did not just try to get away with that. What's that, a custom gym team that was a ninja? So I had Greninja, Sceptile, Zoark, and Ninjask. That's awesome.
Wait, Yoko, you're hopping now?
Yeah, I'm about to go pass out. It's 12:30 here.
Yep.
It is kind of funny though when you look at like
I'll
a
see
lot
you,
of
man.
the Nicktoons from that period,
Oh yeah, they're unhinged.
because like a lot of them were like more meant for had a lot of adult humor in there that they were able to slip by the censor.
Rocco's job.
That and like there were
When
a
did
lot
we-
of stuff, Rugrats that were references.
You did
that
not
we
just
didn't
ask
also
when did we make a
understand.
Pokemon channel. You did not just ask that. I've been talking about it for months.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like Rocco's Modern Life was one.
Yes.
Like Invader Zim really came in at the end of that era because it had a lot of those kind of jokes in it too.
Well, you
But
gotta.
then you look like Invader Zim came about the same time the
Yeah.
SpongeBob era started.
So Invader Zim though was never really intended for the audience that it captured. It Jonah created that on the back of Johnny the Homicidal Maniac really taking off. And it's like, and then you created the show. Like Nickelodeon came along and was like, we want to develop this for Nickelodeon, and he's like, okay, I guess. But and then they just kept like trying to rein him in and change things, and it's just Zim was great. Zim was fantastic. And I love the stories from production because they're like, eventually they hit a point where they're like, okay, we want to try to get away with this. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to turn it up to 11 and present that to Nickelodeon and then roll it back until we eventually just get what we want because they're sick of dealing with us.
I still remember the one episode where Zim was doing like a school fundraiser selling candy bars for Poop Dog.
Yes. Dude.
Like one, the Snoop Dogg reference. Like
yes.
Two, it was actually Poop Dog.
Dude, everything was poop. The freaking soda they drank was literally just straight up called poop. Yeah. Jonah's insane. I love that series. I love the Johnny comics. I love everything about that
Honestly,
era of Jonah's work.
I think it's that era of cartoons that really eventually led into like the really outlandish stuff we got on Adult Swim.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. If it was not for the fact that, we grew up on that, and a lot of it too is attributed to like The Simpsons coming out in like the 80s and just
Simpsons, Family Guy,
yeah,
King of the Hill,
really pushing the bar. Well, The Simpsons then follow that up with The Critic, which was like truly an adult animation.
Yeah, the critic was adult animation.
100%. Like it did not appeal to kids at all, and it was brilliant. But
dude, I still remember getting in people for wearing Bart Simpson t-shirts to middle school.
And Bala, I have no clue. I've never watched it, but I would really like to see it. It looks insane. Gintama's the best abridged series? I love Gintama, but is there Gintama? Gintama Bridge would just be redundant because Gintama was already like insane enough.
I always like how they called every episode an arc, even though they
Yes.
like the longest it would last is two episodes.
Yes.
And my favorite one is still where what's her name pretended to be sick in the hospital. They all thought she was dying.
Yes.
That one's still my favorite. Like I love when he comes in and he's talking to her and he pats her on the back and she keeps blood like everywhere. And it turns out it was just because she drank like 100 cans of tomato juice.
Yes. So I think honestly for me my favorite episode is the first one where the Shogun showed up, went to go get like a haircut with the quote commoners.
Oh, yeah.
They just ruined his entire day.
Yeah.
Oh, that series is great. The Simpsons went from a teen adult show to a semi-family friendly show. Well, it's kind of the problem. So the Simpsons had a great platform. They every 2 or 3 years they would switch up showrunners, so it never got stale, never got stagnant. But the problem is they burned through writers so fast. I mean, you gotta remember Conan O'Brien got his start on that show, and then went off and did his own thing. One of my personal heroes, Mike Reese, went from that to then go create The Critic. And then he's written for like a number of amazing movies. But they just burn through writers. Just at a phenomenal rate.
Yeah, like back to Ren and Stimpy, it's like watching it, it's real hard to watch it a little now because the fact is that Stimpy, the Philip J. Fry's voice is so close to Stimpy's voice.
Well, I love this.
So it's like when I hear Stimpy talking, all I hear is Fry.
Yep. Well, you know the story about Fry, right? Yeah, Conan was a writer for The Simpsons. That's literally where he got his start.
Yeah, I think there was an episode where they actually, after he got his talk show...
Oh, it's going to take a while, dude.
They had Bart on the talk show.
Yes.
And then, Conan was there. And they did that because they were, congratulating Conan for getting his own show.
What's his face? Doggone it. Billy West. So the thing with Billy West, when we went in to go do Fry, apparently he... because he already had Dr. Farnsworth, and he had a couple other characters on the show that he was doing. And they were like, we need just this generic vanilla pro tag character. And so he's like, I'm
normal voice.
yeah. And he's like, I'm just going to do my normal voice. And then that way, there's no way they could ever replace me. He's like, I'm literally like half the show and like a #1 commodity.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's
because
brilliant.
his normal voice is like literally the unique one.
Yep. It's so interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, like, what? He's Farnsworth, he's Zoidberg.
Mm-hmm.
Who else does he voice on that show?
He does a bunch of background voices too. I think he does Scruffy.
Matt Brannigan and Kiff.
Kiff, maybe. I thought Zap was someone else. Because isn't Zap? Maybe it actually is him. Zap, I thought, was more based off of like Phil Hartman.
It was supposed to be Phil Hartman.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, this is gonna take a while, guys. This is not gonna be an easy grind. That's why I'm glad to have everyone in the. That's honestly why I went in the Discord, because I'm like, this is gonna take a long time. It's gonna not be terribly exciting, but if we have people here in the Discord to cut up with and just have fun with, it'll fly by a lot faster. Found a
No,
video
you.
was called. Wait, what? Fitzel, what are you talking about?
No, you.
I'm so confused. Remember the slime Dragon Balls? No.
You're always confused though. How's that any different?
Did you see that Cartoon Network is airing old Cartoon Network shows on Adult Swim? I'm not surprised by that at all.
He voices Fry, Farnsworth, Zap, and Zoidberg.
Okay.
Well, Zap was originally written for Phil Hartman, but because of Phil Hartman's passing, they just had Billy West take it over.
Yep. When did Phil Hartman pass? I thought he passed in like the mid-90s. That would have been... Granted, I think they were developing the show forever anyway.
I'm so mad.
Why?
The whole thing with Yoko, man.
Oh. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, season 1 came out in 1999.
I distinctly remember season 1.
And Phil Hartman died in 98.
Really? I don't know why I thought he died like...
Yeah, it doesn't... It's
Oh. Return the Slab? No. Alright. Let's see if this will warm up my coffee or if I need to go nuke it real quick. Maybe I have to run upstairs and nuke my coffee real quick.
You know what I named my little Tyrant?
Hey, Spooter, family friendly.
No, it's a Tyrant. You know what I named it?
Mm-mm.
I named it Land of the Lost.
Yeah, we got Mewtwo last night. In fact, if you didn't see the video, I dropped it earlier on the channel. We actually wound up we didn't solo it, but with just one Mew running support and then one Mew running DPS, we were able to easily handle it. Remember the episode Little Muriel? That sounds familiar.
It is a family-friendly name that I named it. Land of the Lost.
Did you say Littlefoot?
No, Land of the Lost.
Oh, you just called it Land of the Lost.
No, Land of the Lost.
That's
that was
been
like
forever.
I know there was the...
Yoko did not recognize that name.
Oh, did you just call it Land of the Lost, or was it a
There
character
was
from Land
the
of the
Will
Lost?
Ferrell movie, but then there was also the 70s TV
No,
show.
I named my Pokemon Land of the Lost.
Shiny Mewtwo is green. Yes, he is.
Is it a Sleestack?
Sleestack, that's the one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Little Muriel's an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, that's the one where she turns into the child, isn't it?
Yeah.
And she's like picky about whatever she's eating. Yeah. Courage had some good moments, but for me, I got bored with it pretty quick. I loved the pilot on the What a Cartoon Show. The pilot was fantastic. But
Did you ever see the cartoon that Seth MacFarlane did on What a Cartoon
Yes.
Show? That is basically the pilot for Family Guy.
yes, I actually rewatched that a couple days ago. funny enough. Nope. Alright, so let's see. How many attempts are we in now? This is attempt number... Let's see... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. This is attempt number 60. Dude, I love Pinky in the Brain. I want a shiny Rayquaza too. So during the Go Celebration, the Pokemon Go Celebration, there was a shiny Rayquaza up for grabs. I know a few people that actually grabbed it. So the thing is, I know a way to Gen Mon in such a method that they look good, viable, and proper. But I don't want to do that. I would rather, for the channel and for the sake of doing it right, I think is just the right way to do it. For lack of a better way to put it. Rayquaza is cool as hell. Rayquaza is awesome. Of course I can count. Of course I can count.
Like, speaking of like Pinky in the Brain and Animaniacs, have you ever seen the?
Do you know what we watched tonight? Did you see the? Oh, you're not in that chat. So tonight for movie night, we watched the Rescue Rangers movie from last year.
Oh, that I love that movie.
Oh my god, I did not know that movie was going to be that good.
It was meant as a spiritual sequel to Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
It really, really, and you really could tell it was done so well. And like when people throw in nostalgia just for the sake of nostalgia, it's like, I remember this, I remember that. No, this was like, if something was in the show, it was doing something with a purpose. Even if it wasn't like poignant, it was doing something with a purpose.
I still love that scene with He-Man and Skeletor where I felt something run on my leg and he's like, well, you're wearing a loincloth. I'm going to feel every little breeze.
I was dying. Well, because I saw the feet and I was like, is that He-Man? And then there's like the blue boots next door, like, is that Skeletor? They're at a convention. I'm going to lose my mind. But yeah, that was
Ugly Sonic.
Utterly hilarious. I think they overused Ugly Sonic personally, but I get it. He was the meme of the moment. There was a Dragon Ball reference to that movie. Dude, there was a reference to everything in that movie. It shocked me how much stuff there was in that movie. In fact,
I'd like to know how they were able to use so much of that stuff too, considering.
Well, it wasn't actually Disney. It was apparently... we looked it up. It's like a Disney subsidiary or whatever. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, but it's not. It wasn't a Disney project. It just kind of had like the backing of Disney. But there's, I guess, whoever was a part of that just has like an insane amount. Well, was his name? Seth Rogen was part of it too. There's just a lot of modern backing behind it. People that really just were passionate about the project and passionate about 90s animation.
Yeah. I saw like the character Seth Rogen was playing the dwarf with the dead eyes.
Yes.
And every time they've been crying, they're like, who are you looking at? I'm looking at you. I'm looking directly at you. Are you sure? Because you kind of got those dead eyes there.
That was the one thing.
You know what movie they were making fun of with his character, right?
Yeah. That was the Beowulf movie. Yeah. That movie was such a travesty.
Beowulf, and I was so excited for that movie too because it's like
it was
a great
so
story.
bad.
And then not only they like completely deviated from the actual story.
Yes.
The characters just looked soulless the entire time.
Yeah, he was talking to himself. Yes, he was.
Grendel looked like what's his name? Stephen Hawking.
Yes, he really did. Dude,
I was like, is he supposed to be Stephen Hawking?
That movie, the Rescue Rangers movie was fantastic. But I'll be honest with you, if you actually go back and rewatch it, the dwarf, periodically he kind of, I won't say breaks character, but he does a little bit in that he randomly does start showing more like, because when he first shows up, like he just shows it's that very NPC mode,
Yeah.
dead eyes, not a lot of neck motion, and later on in the movie he's showing a lot of like character animation and things like that. It's to me it's such a mild criticism, but it was one thing that kind of took me out of it for a minute. But
I did kind of laugh when all of his other characters that he voiced showed up and kind of taunted him.
oh yeah, of course. But once again, it wasn't enough. It was still like like A+ material. Like
Yeah.
I might be critical of it, but I'm always gonna be critical. But still, it was just an A+ all the way around.
And then they keep like making references like with when he meets up with Gadget and God, what's his name, the Fly. She's like, so basically, we're actually like we're real life versions of the characters we played in the TV
Yes.
show.
Yes.
Like, hey, you got a point.
It shocks me how much those voice actors still have it. Like, they sounded the part. Absolutely sounded the part. But she's still, I can't remember the actor's name, but she still does a lot of TV show. I still hear her voice come up from time to time.
Yeah.
Who
But yeah,
is
like-
that? What is her name? Nope. Won't do that. Won't do that. I heard One Piece live action's good. Everything I've seen of it actually looks
For a
really
couple
respectable.
episodes, it's actually not that bad. It's what I expect, because I mean, unlike Cowboy Bebop, where Cowboy Bebop's had like silly moments, but it's mostly serious. It's supposed to be action,
Yeah.
and they made it silly. And especially with how much they changed some of the characters, and that's why it was so epically bad.
I never watched it. I just
But
heard the
one-
horror stories.
One Piece is silly by nature. It's
Oh, yeah.
going to be silly by nature. So keeping with that silliness works.
So the problem with One Piece is a lot of the stuff that Luffy does really just lends itself to animation so much better than live action. So it's going to be a hard sell in live action. But everything I've seen looks really, really good. There's a couple of questionable moments with the special effects, but all in, like, aside from me being anal about it, it's not that bad.
Tess McNeil is the voice of Gadget.
There you go. She's still active, isn't she?
Yeah, she's in Futurama.
Yeah.
She's the voice of Leela's mother.
Okay. There's another one that I saw that that my kids watched that she came up in recently too.
Puppy Dog Pals.
Maybe.
Minnie's Bow Tunes, The Wonderful World.
Minnie's Bow Tunes, that's the one. Because she's the voice of Daisy.
Yeah, Daisy Duck.
Yep, that's it.
Now,
So,
the thing that really depressed me was I looked up DuckTales recently, and it's like, almost every voice actor passed away on that show.
yep.
The weird thing is, like, Alan Young, the voice of Scrooge. I mean, I knew Alan Young before he was even Scrooge, because I used to watch the older reruns of Mr. Ed, and he was Wilbur Post. And then one of my favorite...
Wait,
older-
was Wilbur Post Scrooge?
Yeah.
I literally did not know that.
Oh yeah, like if you watch the old Time Machine movie from like the 1960s.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, Alan Young's in that one too, and he has a Scottish accent, and he sounds like Scrooge McDuck.
I'm gonna have to go check that out. I haven't seen that movie in years.
Oh yeah, but see, I saw those two before I ever started watching DuckTales, and then when I saw Mickey's Christmas Carol or whatever, the first thing he ever really did was Scrooge.
Yeah.
And then all the others, the Scrooge shorts that they did. Like, he was like the voice actor of Scrooge all the way up until he passed away.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't realize that was the same person. That's crazy. What was the one that blew my mind the other day? Oh God, I know. So my kids have been watching this stupid cartoon Super Kitties, and it's such a bad show, but it's for it's for kids, like little kids. So it is what it is. but the actor, oh my god, the actor that plays one of the villains in the show is the same dude that voices Asmodeus in Hell of a Boss. I was dying. I was watching Hell of a Boss, and I come upstairs, and this show's on it, and I am like, this can't be the same person. And I looked up, I'm like, oh my god, it totally is. Please tell me you've watched Hell of a Boss.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I was about to say.
Oh, that show's a little too mature for this.
Huh?
Hell of a Boss.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely had a show for kids.
No. Same voice actor, though, plays, like, on the kids' show. And I was just dying.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the actor. And I can't
What do you
find
call a Pokemon sing-along? I have no idea. What do you call a Pokemon sing-along?
it. What was the cartoon the guy was also in besides Hell of a Boss?
It's called Super Kitties. It's literally about some cats that are superheroes that solve, like, the most menial problems ever. Gary, William, I swear. All right, I've completely lost track of my runs now, but I've got a vague number aside here.
Oh, geez, I didn't know Bradley Baker was also in Super Kitties.
Which one's that?
Oh, let's see what was we in recently. American Dad. He was Blurp in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. There it is. Star Wars. He does a lot of Star Wars stuff.
Just say the name sounds familiar. All right.
I think he's also in Baldur's Gate 3.
Did you name it Crowbro?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Couldn't remember where the name came from, but it just he was gonna evolve into a Crobat. And then I remembered who that is. Nope. Dude, you know my name's just pop into my head.
My name's due too.
like Udos
Yeah, you know.
or Keichu. All right.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about now.
Yep.
James Monroe Englehart.
There he is. Yeah. Because he's also like a Toady
Worked on
award-winning.
Ozzy Asmodeus and additional voices.
Yes. He's got
Well,
an amazing
like,
voice.
Like Brandon Rogers, I've been following his YouTube channel for a long time because he makes some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen. And then I'm watching.
Love you named your Blaziken Sanji.
I'm watching
course.
Hell of a Boss. And
Yeah.
I'm like, why does Blitz sound so familiar?
Yeah. He's
And I'm like, oh, he's that guy.
Yep. It's wild, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there's no mistaking what's his name.
Oh, you talking about
Richard Horvitz.
yeah, Richard Horvitz?
His
Literally
voice
just
is
reprising
so
his
unique.
character. Yeah.
Yeah, no one else can really copy it.
No. Richard
It was
Horvitz
weird,
is also
but
one of
I
the
thought they were,
coolest
like,
guys.
He was like altering his voice to do Zim. No, that's his normal speaking voice.
It's close. He's altering it a bit. It's close.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still very high pitched.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't feel like it's like I got a high pitched voice, and it sometimes can be emasculating, especially when people mistake me for being a woman.
Yep, it happens. It's happened to me a lot.
So when I come across like voice actors who actually have high pitched voices like mine, I'm like, man, I just want to meet them and say, I know your pain, dude.
So Richard Horvitz, we actually met at InvaderCon 1, and because at the time Jingaro was part of the Wasabi Anime Group, and they're the one that we're actually putting on the show. So we got literally like backstage access and all this stuff, and we literally brought Richard Horvitz's lunch in his hotel room, and poor dude was so bored. He's like, no, guys, please hang out. You know, and they were very much like by the book. Like, no, we can't hang out with the voice actors. We can't do this. We can't do that. I'm like, this dude is desperate to just hang out with somebody. He just doesn't want to be alone in his room. Come on. They're like, we can't do it. And I'm like, ah. But he was so cool. We sat around and talked for probably a good 10 minutes before they were finally like, all right, we got to go out. But he was just the most down to earth, like just chill dude.
Yeah, another one I'd love to meet would be I think it's Donnie Brasco, I think his name is.
20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. This is attempt number 87, y'all. He voiced Alpha 5, but once and only once you can hear his Zim voice. What? What do you mean? Wait, who voiced Alpha 5? Richard Horvitz?
Yeah, Richard Horvitz was Alpha.
I did not know that. Interesting.
Dante Brasco, that's his name.
All right, 87.
He's the actor that played Rufio in Hook,
Oh, jeez.
but he still sounds like the same.
Yep.
Because, I mean, if you've watched Avatar, you know, he's also the voice of Prince Zuko.
I've not actually watched Avatar.
Oh, really? This dude's like a year older than me. You know, and he still sounds like he's 15.
For better or worse, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he gets that feeling a lot where he's like, picks up the phone, ma'am. It's like, I'm not a man.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's why I want to meet him. It's like, dude, I've always wanted to meet a voice actor who's got a high-pitched voice like mine.
Yup.
Who could still pass for a teenager on the phone.
Power Rangers once and always Richard Horvitz. I did not know he did Power Rangers. I never watched Power Rangers when I was... That was like... Literally, Power Rangers was probably like 2 years below where I was at. What does an automatic type Pokemon say when they get gassy while drinking milk? The hell kind of question is that?
I know Power Rangers. They're the one that go Autobots roll out, right?
I swear.
I know them.
Have you ever met Paul Rudd?
Paul Rudd? No, I've never met Paul Rudd.
No, not Rudd. Rugg.
Rugg?
R-U-G-G.
No.
Yeah, he was the voice of Freakazoid and I think Yakko Warner.
Oh, yes! Actually, I have. Funny enough, I didn't even know who it was. He was just like on an escalator with a handler, and like, dude was like just the most, because it was when they did the Animaniacs reunion at MomoCon, what, pre-COVID, I think.
Can I five William? I want to five him. I'm the only one who can do puns.
Layden might fight you for that. 40, 50, 60, 70.
No, but I want to five him.
81 attempts now.
He was the voice of Freakazoid, Captain
Yep.
Von Trap.
Yeah, now that you say that, Freakazoid and yeah.
Yeah, different guy than Yakko.
Yeah.
But still, I mean... Did you ever see the video, though, that Paul Rudd did where he talks about how he relaxes by petting his
Nope.
dog?
I've literally never seen that.
I gotta send it to you. You'll die laughing watching it. You watch it after stream, of course.
I was saying watching it during stream. All right, 82. I know Power Rangers. So actually, unless I'm mistaken, the creator of Voltron or the guy that created Power Rangers also was the creator of Voltron, or Go Line as they call it in Japan. And they just went to more of a live action style because it sold better at the time.
Yeah, I mean, Voltron is Setai as well, where it's
Yeah.
the 5 colors of Special Warriors.
Yeah. Well, and once again, I'm not like 100% versed on this, but my understanding is that they switched it. They basically went over to do the Super Sentai live action style instead of the animation style because number one, it was a little less expensive to do. special effects had kind of caught up with it. And at the time, I think it was Kamen Rider that was out and was really popular.
Yeah, Kamen Rider was huge.
Yeah.
That and Ultraman.
Yep.
The only difference is that Power Rangers have teenagers with attitude.
Are you gonna be okay, Spectre?
No, no.
He's so
Power Rangers have teenagers with attitude.
so
That
dumb.
make them better.
He's so dumb. Never got into Ultraman. I didn't either. I loved Voltron when it came out. That was my generation. That show was absolutely my thing for the longest. My best friend when I was a kid, he had like the 3-foot tall one that fully assembled with all the lions and everything. We played with that thing. I mean, just
Crazy?
yeah, pretty much. The funny part is his parents were super chill. They had a pachinko machine of all things, like in the 80s. And funny enough, I was at a rummage sale back in June, and I literally found their pachinko machine that we played with when I was kids. When I was a kid, and I'm really tempted to buy it. It's still sitting there. It's like $75, but I keep spending money on other things. I really want to buy it though. Star Wars is space wizards with daddy issues. You're not wrong.
No, it's not. Star Wars is a space telenovela.
Very true.
It really is.
I like to tell
It really
it
is. I'm so mad at you because it's so true.
It is.
It really is. Dude, we used to watch so many of those in Spanish class. Our Spanish teacher was obsessed with them. Those things are just unhinged and over the top. It's great.
Yeah, and one of the things I always thought was funny too is because like watching King of the Hill, where they had those episodes where they were all watching the telenovela. So it's like, you know, it's kind of funny how true these are.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's insane.
I'll be here all night.
I won't. At some point, I'm gonna be done with this mess. All right.
Actually, I won't either. I need to go to sleep soon.
Yep. It's 2:00 in the morning for me. For me, I was gonna just get in a few runs, see how it goes, just have some fun. Rip Dale, yeah. The voice actor for Dale passed away recently, didn't he?
Yeah, they haven't. They said that he had already recorded lines for like a few episodes
40, 50, 60.
for the new series they're working on.
So we're
So,
at
but
86.
Hampstead- They haven't announced yet whether they're going to recast Dale or if they're going to, kill his character in the show. Like,
Dude, they should literally, like, in the middle of an episode, have some CIA guy come up behind him and just take him off screen.
Yeah.
It'd be the most fitting send off for his character ever.
What's the other unit? I'm going to be off topic, but what's the other unit with that easy aid with the trunks?
Zamasu? The AGL
No, the-
Zamasu?
No, the sub one that you get the medals for.
Oh, I don't remember.
Mission. Because I know for Samazu, isn't it Samazu and Goasu, that the physical one that?
Yeah, maybe it is Goasu.
No, I know. I already did. Oh, it's Mai. There you go. Thank you, Katsula.
Oh, it's Mai? Okay. Int Mai? Okay. Yeah, I was doing my video on that, and I think I've already collected the medals for it, unfortunately. But I did Zamasu before I did Trunks, just because Zamasu is so broken.
He really is.
Based on the original frame by Game Freak. All right. This is 88. I need to color code this. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Yep, 88. See, the problem is these Palkias, just because I guess it's the coloration or whatever, they all look like slightly pink. And I know once I see the shiny, I'm going to be like, oh, that's shiny. But right now, they all are kind of given that like semi-pink hue. Someone said earlier in the chat like that he was shiny, and for a minute there I did a double take. But I'm like, no, there's no way it's this early. Mai's the second best DZ of those. I don't remember what Mai does. No longer Zenipore. I haven't been Zenipore in years. Dude, I've got more Zenny than I could spend.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever run out of Zenny. And that's mostly just because like I go like a month or two just logging in, collecting my dailies, and then logging out.
Legitimately, I don't know. I've never tried to farm Zenny. I've just always had tons of Zenny. But in fairness, I do have a bunch of EZAs that are undone, so that will probably burn through that pretty quick. All right. This is 90. It's 89.
Shiny.
That's not shiny. Shut up.
You don't have your eyes fully open, so you don't know.
I've opened my
Tell me
third
I'm
eye.
wrong.
I've opened my third eye.
What third eye?
Nope. Spooter, nope.
What?
80. Number 90, y'all. I got a shiny. Oops. Not here yet. But soon-ish. 4,000. All right. We should do like a betting pool. See when the shiny Palkia will show up. Is it going to be the first? Is it going to be? Anybody want to claim the first 100? We'll have a shiny Palkia within the first 100 attempts.
I'm gonna bet it's gonna be on the 1,469.
Expecting to get my luck way better than that. King says 3243. I'm thinking 5,000.
5,000.
5,000 attempts.
Do you have a shiny charm?
Shiny charm in this game only works for breeding. Unless I'm mistaken, that's what I read. Shiny charm only works for breeding. And I don't think you can get the shiny charm yet either.
On
Fitsula probably. Kiram possibly.
Arceus or Arceus?
No, this is Shining Pearl.
You
Yeah.
should be able to get
I looked it
why
up.
weren't you?
From what I understand, and this is just me looking it up, the shiny charm only works for hatching eggs, which is like backwards of other games.
Mm.
All right, 91. Yeah. The other thing I need to do is I need to put up like an actual reset counter on here. Got to complete the decks to get the shiny charm. Yes. You got to complete the decks, everything except the legendaries. So.
Oh, King's in here.
Yep.
Me and
King's been here for a while, dude. Where you been at?
not paying attention. What do you want me to tell you? I'm not paying attention. But me and Yoko did a rubber match.
You and that electrician.
No, he's painting all over. I told him to stop, but he doesn't want to stop.
No, you're supposed to be painting the electrician, not the electricians doing the painting. What's wrong with you? What's your problem?
What if I want to
That's
get
your
painted?
problem. You're not painting the electrician. He's doing the
Yeah,
painting.
but what if I want to just stand still and get painted? What's wrong with that?
It's too late at night for that. I'm just gonna sip my cold coffee.
No, I was saying that me and Yoko did a rubber match.
I'm sorry.
And I'm not. Wait until you see it. And
I don't think I'm. Is this 92 or 93? I think it's 92.
And one of the mons that I got was, it was like slight spoiler, but I got Lucario.
He said you did a rubber match. Whatever that is. I'm going to ask him not to elaborate, though.
I can elaborate.
Nope, we're going to keep this family friendly, sir.
I'm a doctor.
93.
I'm a doctor. I got my
Changing the
Crayola.
subject.
I got my Crayola PhD.
No! Spooner, moving on.
What? I'm a doctor.
What you and King do with...
No, not King.
I
No,
can't
did
say it.
with Yoko.
I can't. Oh, well, same difference.
It was Yoko.
6
yeah.
and 1 half dozen the other. They're basically
it
the same
was-
person, aren't they?
It was a rubber match, King. It was we were 1-1 then we battled with Yoko, and today we did the rubber match, and I managed to get one of the Lucarios. Funny thing happened with that Lucario.
A funny thing happened on your way to Lucario.
That too. The female Lucario.
It's a female Lucario.
Mm-hmm.
Can't live until you get that male Gardevoir.
Oh,
You
I've
believe you are
I've been
believing
there,
in the wrong person.
been there, done that. That's why I switched over to male Lopunny.
Just saying, dude. Male Gardevoir's got that Sylvia energy. And you know Sylvia's best girl because she got it all. Lucario W confused by rubber match though. Yep, Lucario Mad W. I think he means cage match. He's just saying it in Spectre
No.
vision.
No, it's a rubber match. Like me and him were like on then we battles. We were 1-1, and so we did the tiebreaker today.
I have no idea what you mean by a rubber match.
That's what he's saying. That's what he calls it.
He calls it a rubber match?
I guess so. I call it tiebreaker, but whatever.
Oh, I've never heard. No, King. Sylvia from Konosuba. I guess you could say Felix from ReZero, but I go Sylvia Konosuba all day long.
Gardevoir, what am I feeling in my back?
Love that movie. Sylvia's best girl because she's got it all.
I'm just saying you just gotta watch this match. It's gonna be interesting when he publishes it.
And light it. I got jokes.
Union is best girl. I will agree with that.
No.
Yeah, you just want to give her a hug,
No.
man.
Sylvia's best girl. Come on.
No.
Sylvia
Union is best
all
girl.
day. Sylvia all day.
You saw her how she celebrated her party. You just want to give her a hug.
She ain't no Sylvia.
No, Sylvia's the one you take home to mama.
Maybe. Maybe. Saddest girl?
Yeah, Union is the one you want to give a hug. And then Megumin just comes as a package.
We're not going to even talk about Megumin.
Yeah, it's a 2-in-1 deal. You get Megumin, you also get Chris Hansen.
Pretty much. You're not wrong.
Like, I didn't ask for this. Why am I sitting down?
Give me Chris Handsome.
He is a handsome fellow.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Why don't you have the seat over there?
I can't say what I want to say.
No, say it.
So what
No.
did you bring?
I'm like the devil on
You,
your shoulder.
you really are. You always have been. Always tell me to do bad things.
It's good thing.
You're the leprechaun that tells me to burn things.
No, I'm the leprechaun from the hood.
I understood that reference. I didn't even see him as shiny. He doesn't look shiny. We're just gonna keep going. You so dumb.
What?
Warwick Davis is a national treasure. You watch your mouth, sir. Even if he is British, he's still a national treasure.
He is.
It's too late. Why are we like this?
Why not?
Shut up.
I'm making your shiny hunt better.
Yeah.
Your shiny
I
hunt
can't
soft.
even see the shiny. I'm laughing too hard.
You're gonna miss it.
Totally can't. Chat's gonna be like, you reset the shiny. You're like, well, rip run.
See, if
Another
you do that, that's not my
4,000 to go.
fault. Another 4,000 to go.
Hey,
Like-
I didn't even know they made a sequel to How I Met Your Mother.
Wait, did they?
That's called How I Met Your Father.
Oh yeah, I think.
yeah.
Is
It
it
was
a
just-
movie or something?
I'm like, wait, no, it says 2 seasons, so that sounds like a TV to me.
Maybe. 6, 7, 8, 9. This is attempt number 101, guys. 101, baby. All right. Did you see the post about the collabs on Fantastic Days? There were some posts about collabs a while back, but man, I hate to say it, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to cover Fantastic Days. We've got so much other stuff going on. As much as I would love to cover it, it's just, it's too much, man. It's just too much. That, and I don't know how it would do on the main channel, and I don't think it's got enough traffic to like break it off into its own channel. Like, obviously Dokkan clearly is working. Pokemon clearly is working. Heck, Dokkan, I think, what are we at now? I think we broke, I have to look over here because my other screen's in use. If we didn't break 150 today, we're pretty doggone close. 124. Okay.
I take it doesn't show up as a shiny until you actually go to fight it.
Yeah, I don't think it shows up as shiny until you actually go to fight it. Shut up, King. Alright, attempt number 102, y'all. And then I'm going to go nuke my coffee and take a little walk. Talk to a man about a horse, and I'll be back in just a moment. Let's see. Unless this is the shiny, which would be pretty awesome.
No shiny.
Nope.
Biggest,
I didn't
biggest,
think there
not
would be.
shiny.
Spooter!
Sorry. Isn't that what you mean
Yeah.
it though?
No! We just
you
named
do.
him Biggest. That's
Or
it.
biggest?
Yeah.
See, but no, that second part is a last name though. Technically, isn't it? From the movie, isn't that his last name? It shouldn't be a bad word.
I'm gonna just leave him in there while I go to the restroom. And what did we learn?
Hermes.gift, but am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. His last
You
name?
behave yourself. I'm gonna go nuke my coffee and talk to a man about a horse. I'll be back in. Everyone, go grab a snack. Take 5. Don't listen to Spectre. He's a bad person. And we'll be back with attempt number 103 here in just a minute. But cold coffee ain't cutting it right now. So I shall
Bring
return,
back-
y'all.
Bring back some pizza without
And
sauce.
King wants a new teammate. King cannot have a new teammate because King is the worst.
All right, bring back a pizza
Just
I
saying.
don't want sausage in it. All right.
Mic drop, coffee drop. Then I'd be mad at myself.
I don't think you heard me. Hilka will be right back. He's milking his coffee. He's getting the coffee because he's falling asleep like an old person that he is.
Yeah, he's also taking his insure.
I had to go. I hit the restroom. I had to step away for a second. Also, my coffee was cold as hell, so I needed to warm it up. All right. I figure about every 100 attempts, I'll go take a walk. I'll probably do this for another half hour or so. After that, I'll probably be burnt out. We'll see what happens, though.
I wanted to ask, did you watch the new Flash movie that came out?
Hell no, I'm not supporting that shit. Pardon me.
Yeah,
I'm not supporting that
I didn't
nonsense.
support it, but I did watch it.
I'm sorry.
Family friendly, right?
Shut up, Spectre.
Yeah, I really hate Ezra Miller, so, I mean,
Yeah.
it was a terrible movie, but, like, the only redeeming quality was the fact that,
Michael Keaton Batman.
you had Ben Affleck in the beginning, then you had Michael Keaton through the basically the whole alternate, timeline. Which was great. Like, Michael Keaton Batman was awesome.
That was the best thing they could have done, because as much as, like, the whole Flashpoint thing, I would love for them to do Thomas Wayne. I love Thomas Wayne Batman, but Michael Keaton Batman was such an awesome idea.
I mean, it's like the whole story of Flashpoint where you change one thing and it changes everything.
Yep.
And he didn't even learn from that. 'Cause, like, when he realizes the big sacrifice he has to make and all that, he still changes the past by, making it so his dad would look up into the camera so they could get his face on it to prove that he wasn't there to kill his mom. And that still changes everything, because when he gets back, Batman calls him and he's like, "Oh God, I'm glad it's you." And then he's like, "Well, I'm pulling up right now," and he gets out of the car and it's George Clooney.
Really?
Yeah, and he's like,
That's
"Wait,
kind
you're
of
not Batman."
hilarious.
I was like, "Wait a minute, George."
That's hilarious.
That was pretty good too.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah, I'll give you that.
But those are like the really good moments in the whole movie.
Yep. Nah, it looked pretty bad, and I'm not going to support Ezra
Michael
Miller.
Penn is General Zod again.
So my whole thing is, like, if we support that film, all they're going to do is produce more of that film. And I don't understand with how bad that film was and how...
Well, not just how bad the film was, but with how bad Ezra Miller was
Yes.
in real life.
Yet they... I don't even want to talk about that.
And I can't
It's
even remember
terrifying.
if they fired Amber Heard from Aquaman, but...
Yeah. They did. They fired her straight up. But the worst part to me is, remember, they scrapped the entire Batgirl movie.
Yeah.
And
the weird thing is, too, is like James Gunn is now heading up DC.
Yes.
And you would think the guy who went through all that, of being accused of big things and getting fired,
Yep.
and then getting rehired because he really didn't do anything wrong.
The problem with DC is that it's... Hopefully James Gunn is able to fix it, but everything is done by committee. Everything is a big corporate decision.
Yeah. And the other problem is that they got started late on trying to do their DCEU.
Yep.
And, like, the Marvel, started slow. We had Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, then Thor, then Captain America.
Well, you built up
Well,
to Avengers over 10 years, whereas they were like, we'll drop 3 movies and then we'll do a JLA. And it's like, no, you don't do that.
Like, the first Iron Man was 2008.
Yeah.
To be fair, Blue Beetle, Blue Beetle was good.
It was 4 years later.
I'm gonna fight you on that one. Blue Beetle is I say a far cry from Ant-Man. Ant-Man's a far cry from Blue Beetle, but they do kind of look
Almost.
similar in feel.
Yeah, it's literally the same plot.
Oh yeah, the whole Dark Flash thing.
Yeah.
I did kind of laugh when they had Nicolas Cage as Superman. Though.
Did they really?
Yes,
They did, yeah.
They
I
had
did
him
not know
fighting
that.
a giant spider too.
That's amazing. That's brilliant, actually.
Yeah, there were a lot of references to like a lot of the failed DC stuff, and like Nick Cage's Superman was one. Him fighting a gigantic spider, going back to the whole
Yeah.
story that was pitched by Kevin Smith
Yep.
back when he was gonna do Superman Lives. And there are references to some other stuff too. I'm trying to remember. Like I know they went all the way back to showing like scenes from the old George Harris Superman.
Yep.
Nah, but Blue Beetle was really good, actually. I did enjoy it.
It looks pretty good. Blue Beetle's an interesting character. I really and it's probably a hot take. I enjoyed the first Shazam movie.
I did too, and
It
I
was
was
okay.
mad
Never
when they
watched
did
the second one.
Shazam too.
Wait, what? Repeat that?
I said I was so mad with what they did with Shazam too.
It looked terrible. It looked like they forgot what made the first one so good.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. Was
Yeah.
They forgot what made the first one good, and that it hurt.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Black Adam. They let The Rock decide what to do, and it ruined it.
Well, and
Like,
the first
the whole scene at the end of Black Adam wasn't supposed to be Black Adam meeting Superman. It was Black Adam meeting Shazam because they got their powers from the same person.
Well, Black Adam
know,
is for the longest time in the comics before he became an anti-hero. Black Adam was straight up like the villain of Shazam, or Captain Marvel as he was called at the time.
In fact, the end of the first Shazam movie even referenced that. When they
Yes.
said, hey, what about this one one chair that's broken, and that was supposed to represent Shazam?
Yeah.
Or not Shazam, but
Black Adam. Yep. Yep. Nah, that
Shazam, though, reminds me of that parody I saw on TV Funhouse a long time ago.
which one?
There was a show that was a crazy show on early days of Comedy Central when I mean that was so long ago. When we still had cable, and our cable company didn't even carry Comedy Central. It wasn't until we switched to Dish that we got Comedy Central, and we didn't have it.
I'm trying to think when we got Comedy Central. We didn't get Comedy Central probably until the very late 90s.
Yeah, because that was a show that was made by like the guy who did Triumph the Insult Comic
Yeah.
Blog.
Well, what's his face? Robert Schmeigel, because he did all those on SNL, and then they made their own show.
Yeah.
Will you trade me my first shiny? What? I'm not giving you a shiny, Palkia. You can get out of here with that noise. You know what? Actually, I take that back. If somebody has a shiny Mew from Pokemon Go, I will trade my first shiny Palkia for the shiny Mew from Pokemon Go.
What does the shiny Palkia look like?
He's like pink instead of like off-white.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
AGL Sumazo should not be tanking one-digit numbers on a super from Zelmax.
Hey, but he will. He's wild, dude.
That should not be legal.
I mean, it's a thing, man. It's a thing. Yeah. No, I'm not trading this shiny unless it's something really solid. Like somebody has and I'll be honest, like the shiny Mew isn't even all that special per se, but for me I kind of want it for a video I have planned, and I want a shiny Mew. And the only way to get it right now is through Pokemon Go. There was one other method from an event, but yeah. Step 114. And it doesn't look like it's shiny again. Palkia appeared.
Oh, I'll give you a
I wonder when the MCU is going to start introducing the other, whatchamacallit, the other, not celestial, cosmic entities. We got to see Eternity, but there's still Affinity, Oblivion, and Entropy, or Death.
Yeah, Death probably won't happen. So Death won't happen. Mephisto won't happen. Anything that is like borderline Judo-Christian in origin, the Chinese market is flat out going to refuse it. Now they are starting to kind of like bill things in a different way because like the Doctor Strange movie wouldn't have shown in China because of America Chavez, but for the time being, like it would be a huge blow to the Chinese market if they introduced either Mephisto or Death. Because the problem is that
I really want to see those Galactus.
Oh, Galactus is 100% coming.
Yeah, because I know they're working on Fantastic Four.
Yep, and he is supposed to be the main villain of the Fantastic Four movie, which I think is a bit early. But also, if they're going to go to the Cancerverse here soon, I would love to see them introduce the Galactus engine. Oh my god, that was my biggest disappointment with the third Guardians films. They didn't tease the Cancerverse enough. Because at the end of...
Isn't that what Orgel Corp's supposed to be?
What do you mean?
That giant, like, flying biological city?
Yeah, it was similar, but the Cancerverse literally is a place where death doesn't exist. So in the comics, what they do is they hire, of all people, Thanos. Thanos becomes a Guardian, joins the Guardians, and he, Peter Quill, and Nova, Richard Rider Nova, literally go into the Cancerverse. Thanos becomes death for the Cancerverse, and then they basically seal up the wound between the universes. That, by the way, Adam Warlock opens, which is another reason I was really disappointed with Adam Warlock. He didn't show any of his powers. Yeah, it's wild. That whole arc is just insane. From like the 2008 Guardians run, all the tie-ins up to just the whole Cancerverse war is insane. No, Thanos is not. So you have to understand, Thanos in the comics isn't a good guy or a bad guy. He's Thanos. He exists to do Thanos things for Thanos reasons. I mean, Thanos.
Well, I mean, also in the comics, Thanos, the Titans are from the moon of Titan on Saturn.
Yeah.
And
he's technically a deviant too.
Yeah, the Titans were Eternals, and he was also a deviant.
He was a deviant born of Eternals, which is what makes him so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an Eternal born with a deviant gene, which shouldn't happen.
I still hate his plan in the MCU though, just because like, oh yeah, like especially like when he's like, I'm just gonna shred it all down and rebuild it, and we'll have a whole new universe of Grateful. It's like you're literally starting over, and you're gonna be in the same position again.
Yeah,
like killing half doesn't do anything.
So, but that was the point. Is he was a flawed. He had a logical plan, but it was a flawed plan.
But that was the thing I always liked in the comics, though, because it's like, I want to get Death's attention. How do I do that? I know, kill half of every living thing in the universe.
Yeah, well, it was a third in the comics, but yeah. Literally, he's like, I will kill 1/3 of everything, and that will get Death's attention. Death will love me, literally for
that was
this.
only because he had she was messing with him when he was a child.
Yep. Well, Death was. Because remember, his mother tried to kill him like right after he was born. So literally,
she saw what he was going to do or something like that.
Well, it was the deviant gene more than anything else. But yeah, legitimately, he all he's ever known all his life is death. He knew death more than he knew his own family. And in the comics, Death is a person. Death is like an actual entity. So, hence his infatuation. Like it's, you could almost look at it like a bird imprinting on its mother, but instead of imprinting on his mother, he imprints on Death. Then it goes into a whole Oedipus complex thing, but still, it's weird and it's amazing. And then
it's like the one thing I'm gonna miss too is the fact that in the comics he always had that whole thing where, he was in love with Death, but Death was in love with Deadpool.
Yep.
And Deadpool was in love
that
with
came out a lot later. That was literally the who was the writer at the time?
So I mean that's how Rob Liefeld.
No. Liefeld created Deadpool, but he never wrote the comics. He wrote Deadpool's introduction in X-Men. It wasn't even X-Men. It wasn't X-Force. Maybe it was X-Force. It was one of the random X-Force comics where literally he shows up just to basically be a troll and to make Cable's life a living hell.
And that was the thing. That was one of the things I liked in the comic, though, because that's the reason why Deadpool can't die in the comics is because Thanos cursed him with immortality, so they could never be together because he was jealous.
Yep, that's actually canonical. That actually is canonical. That is a thing. God, who was the writer? Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly was the writer that introduced all those main attributes of Deadpool. Joe Kelly's run of Deadpool was just the best. Because it wasn't just Deadpool the meme lord. Deadpool was dynamic and interesting. But to go back to what Fitzula was asking, it's not that Thanos was necessarily a good guy or a bad guy. During the Cancerverse War, they were literally being invaded by another universe. It was an incursion, essentially.
Yeah.
And the entire... So it's pretty bad when you see all of the Celestials, Galactus, who else had shown up to that? Adam Warlock as the Magus. All these insane celestial bodies are at the rift, and literally it's just an all-out slobber knocker. And everybody, good, bad, or otherwise, in the 616 is literally trying to stop the Cancer versus Revengers, their version of the Avengers, from essentially infiltrating the main Marvel universe. And so Thanos essentially becomes a Guardian just so he can more or less become the Avatar of Death in that universe. And it's crazy, too, because they really allude to the fact that Richard Rider and Peter Quill are dead because they disappeared from the fray of the comics for, 4, maybe 5 years. They were gone. Those characters were not a thing anymore. That's when they introduced the new Nova, Groot, and the Guardians break up in general. Groot and Rocket go off and have their own comics, which are actually hilarious. Drax basically goes back to being a bad guy, which is kind of awesome in and of itself. It's nutty. It's completely insane. But that's Marvel Comics, man. Marvel Comics is just all over the place, and that's what I love about it. Yeah, I'll tell you the one story arc I'm looking forward to in the MCU, and they're gonna have a hard time doing it right, but they've already said that they're pretty much going to do it, and that's the Red Hulk. And if you don't know the whole story behind the Red Hulk,
Red Hulk's gonna be great.
I don't know how they're gonna do it, but also I really hope they do it.
Yeah, I'd like to see them do it, especially considering Harrison Ford is going to be playing Thunderbolt Ross.
Oh, that's right, he is, isn't he? Yeah. So, and I don't want to spoil anything, just in the infinitesimal hope they do it right. But in the comics, literally, Red Hulk shows up and nobody knows who the Red Hulk is. They know the Red Hulk has to be somebody in the general fray of Marvel Comics, but nobody knows the secret identity, and he never really reveals it, and it's a mystery. Hey, what it is, man? I'm Italian guy. What it is, man? I'm gonna butcher your name. I apologize, but Valerio, I think. What it is, man? Appreciate you dropping in. How you doing tonight? I got a buddy, a buddy who lives in Italy, named Mirko, and we've been buddies for a while. He's a real cool guy. We brought his plushy avatar to a couple of anime conventions for the memes. Welcome, my dude. Welcome. But yeah, so like when I'll spoil it there. When Red Hulk showed up, legitimately, it was a big question, and they were like, "Who is the Red Hulk? Who is this guy?" And then they drop a couple spoilers, like, "Oh, maybe it's another version of Bruce Banner," because then they reintroduce Joe Fixit, and then they're like, "Okay, well, it's not Bruce Banner. Maybe it's this," and you never really get the answer. And then like 5 years later, it's randomly revealed in a comic, and when it happens, it's such a bombshell moment.
I mean, technically, we had Grey Hulk with
Joe Fixit.
the Avengers movie.
Have you seen the new figure of Joe Fixit? What's its figure? The Legends action figure of Joe Fixit? If you haven't seen it, it just released.
I'm looking it up right now.
It looks phenomenal.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah. You got to collect all the Legends figures for it, but I think like each one of the Legends figures is like maybe $15-20. So it's not a bad investment.
You're talking about the Joe Fixit with the Tommy gun?
Yes.
Yeah. $38.97.
Oh, are they selling it separately?
Yeah, Walmart even.
Okay. Walmart's online is a lot like Amazon's online. It could be just a random third-party seller.
Very true.
Yeah. But that's actually not bad to get them separately, because the other figure, like essentially to buy him normally, you'd have to buy the other figures. There's some okay figures in the set, but Joe Fixit himself is just
oh wow,
a
Marvel
powerhouse.
Legends Series 6-inch collectible action figure Apocalypse.
Yep.
That actually looks pretty cool.
Yep. There's a few of those, and it's the proper comic Apocalypse too.
Yeah. Not the it's like disappointing when you find out like you ever see some of those films where you have like an actor who when they first got started and they're great in all their other stuff, but you go back to their like first movie and like, wow, he was really miscast in that movie.
That happens a lot.
It's like watching Star Trek Nemesis and realizing that what's his name, Tom Hardy plays the main villain, and then you're like, but wait, Tom Hardy, as in the guy who played Bane in Batman and Mad Max, and it's like that Tom Hardy. He was terrible at Nemesis.
Appreciate the support, my man. So we're 100 and let's see, 29. 129 attempts in, and odds are 1 in 4,000. So we may have a ways to go, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it up. If we don't do it this stream, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna keep trying. Essentially, I've just stopped the whole storyline to make this happen because that's what I really wanted, the shiny legendaries out of here. It's the whole reason I bought this game.
I always liked this Marvel character.
Which one?
Spiral.
Spiral?
The woman with like 6 arms.
Yeah. It's alright.
She was an X-Men character.
Yeah. I honestly couldn't play Spiral in much of any like storyline. All right. 131. Let's go. There were some great X-Men characters that just never got any shine.
Yeah. I'll be glad if they ever do bring the mutants and all that, because like for me,
well, they are
growing up, it's the X-Men and stuff. That was really your big meat and potatoes of the Marvel universe.
Did you not watch Miss Marvel?
No, I have.
Okay.
Okay. I know they're bringing them in. I'm just hoping they do it, good.
Fair enough. Yeah, better than they did with
Especially
the.
the trailer for the Marvels. Have you seen that yet?
I have. I'm skeptical. I really liked the first Miss Marvel film, or Captain Marvel film. I liked the Miss Marvel movie, and I do really like Monica Rambeau's character as they've developed her. I had a personal hope for this film. Do you know Adam Brashear, the Blue Marvel?
No, but
If you get a chance, go watch. Comics Explained does a whole story on Adam Brashear, the Blue Marvel, and it is one of the most intense and gut-wrenching stories in all of Marvel Comics. But it is so good, and I was really hoping they'd introduce him, but doesn't seem like there's going to be a way to do so. But his storyline is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
yeah. I do like how we got the Illuminati in Doctor Strange, though.
I appreciated the fact that they did that, because I don't know how much the Illuminati would actually fit into the current fray of the MCU.
So, I mean, it's supposed to be like each one's like a representative of each major group. Like you have your humans that have been enhanced, you have your mutants, you have your Inhumans, then you have your wizards, and like each one's a different person from a different group, and then regular people like Iron Man was supposed to be that representative.
Yeah, well, it's Iron Man, Namor.
I should say what's his? Oh God, which one was it? I can never remember.
Reed Richards?
No.
Professor Xavier? Mordo? I did like how Mordo was on the board instead of Doctor Strange. I appreciated that he took his spot. That was actually pretty funny.
Superior Iron Man.
Oh, I really wish they'd done Superior Iron Man.
Yeah.
There was a lot of rumors they were going to do that.
Yeah, that's the one who sets on that. That's the one who sets on the Illuminati. Superior Iron Man.
Yeah.
And I got excited for a split second when I was watching that movie and they were being escorted by the Ultron bots.
Yes.
I was like, oh, that means Tony Stark's technology exists.
Well, in the comics, it wasn't Tony Stark. In the comics, it was Hank Pym.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that universe seemed to more cater to the comic book side of things than much of anything else. And I appreciated that.
I'm also disappointed with how they changed certain things in the MCU too, because
Oh yeah,
with Thor Ragnarok, that's how they kind of worked in the whole Planet Hulk thing. But because they did it that way means we're never going to get World War Hulk.
You know the worst thing about that for me? The absolute worst part about that is when they still tried to shoehorn Scar, the son of Hulk, into...
Yeah, in She-Hulk.
Yeah, and if you know anything about the story of Scar, the son of Hulk, it is such an atrocious nerfing of that character. It's...
Especially, the other thing I get is, if anyone read the comics, they would know Meek is, the most evil person out of that whole group.
Yes. Yeah, and Korg is, right up there. And they turn...
Yeah.
I do appreciate they turned him into kind of a comedic character, because he really did have more personality rather than just being, one of the Hulk's warbound.
Yeah.
Yeah, he at least did something, and he stuck around, and he was
and Meek's, I would say, what he did was really evil, but he was a coward.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the whole warbound as they showed up in the movie, remember, they were still warriors. They were nothing to be trifled with. It's just in comparison to, the superheroes that wound up showing up, it is what it is.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, it was Meek blows up the ship that Hulk arrived on.
Well, was it Meek that did that?
Yeah, because originally he thought Tony Stark had put a nuke on the ship to kill him, and just hid it from the others. When it blew up, it I guess killed his wife and his son.
So
And that's why he declared war on Earth and went to go and
Yes.
destroy Earth. And it was during that time he finds out that what happened was his Mika blew up the ship
I forgot it was Meek that did that.
intentionally because
Yeah.
he wanted Hulk to go out and conquer the universe.
That's
And Hulk
right.
didn't want to do that. Hulk was content with staying on Skaro and just living his life.
Mm-hmm.
And that it's like, because I know Hulk brutally kills Meek when he finds out.
Well, the other crazy thing is on Sakaar, the planet is essentially like a desert, and Hulk's blood literally turns the planet back into like a living.
Yeah, it causes all kinds of stuff to grow.
Yeah.
Because they did an animated Planet Hulk, and it was actually fairly close to the comic.
Except they used Beta Ray Bill instead of Silver Surfer.
Yeah, they put Beta Ray Bill in instead.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because
Which makes more sense.
Yeah, when Korg was talking about how he came across Beta Ray Bill, and Beta Ray Bill's like, no, screw you, I'm gonna come and kill you. And he just started chasing him everywhere.
Yep.
They're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, the animated one was pretty good.
And the sad thing is, too, is that because they won't put Beta Ray Bill really in the MCU, he's the actual person who carries Stormbreaker.
Yeah. Well, technically he's had a cameo-ish role.
Yeah, it was in Ragnarok where they show his face on the side of a building.
Yep. So he's kind of sort of been there, but we'll never see his character. But in fairness, I don't know if he would work in the MCU. He's a bit too out there, and there's just remember Beta Ray Bill was the first character that picked up the hammer and actually did something with it. And if we had Beta Ray Bill, that moment of like OMG when Cap actually uses the hammer during Endgame would not mean anything. It would have meant comparatively nothing. And the impact of Beta Ray Bill picking up the hammer yeah, but he's like an android. I don't. There's a whole like question of okay, does it count because he's technically not biological? Yeah, it's that one I let slide, but Cap is the one that really should wield it, and so that moment would have meant practically nothing had we had Beta Ray Bill picking, basically getting Stormbreaker and all that stuff. Plus, it gave Stormbreaker something to do when the hammer was broken. But yeah, I love Beta Ray Bill as a character, but I realize he does not fit into the MCU the way they have it set up.
Probably the other reason why we'll probably never see like other villains like Fin Fang Foom.
Yes, we have.
Wait, we have seen Fin Fang Foom?
Yes, he was in Shang-Chi. He's the dragon in Shang-Chi.
Oh, so they just kind of changed him and changed his name.
They don't refer to him as Fin Fang Foom, but in the comics, they recently have kind of retconned his character. So he's like an
He's
alien.
the red dragon. He was the evil dragon, right?
Yeah. So, well, once again, his character changes a lot in the comics. He kind of is what he needs to be for the time. Sometimes he's a villain. Sometimes he's an anti-hero. Sometimes he's just there. But they recently retconned him, so he's like an alien of sorts. So, I forget the whole retcon story. It's weird. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but
Yeah, I
is
can't
what it
believe
is.
Deadpool 3. Unfortunately, they halted work on that when the strike started.
Yep. As they should, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
I do
it'll
love
come
the
in time, and I have a feeling it's going to be done well when it finally arrives.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's his name? Ryan Reynolds is like that's his favorite character. You ain't gonna let that get messed up.
Well, he was also called out in the comics.
This is true.
Yeah. there was a scene where when they were first going to cast Deadpool for Wolverine Origins, it wasn't Joe Kelly. It was the writer after Joe Kelly, the one who kind of drugged Deadpool through the... Basically turned Deadpool into a meme lord. I can't remember his name. But he's the one who was like, Ryan Reynolds would be perfect for the role. So there's a moment where Deadpool takes off his mask and he reveals to somebody, he's like, I look like Ryan Reynolds mixed with a Shar-Pei.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be like a big call out. Like, this is who we want to play this character. And Ryan Reynolds is kind of a nerd anyway. So obviously he was feeling that.
Yeah. I do like the behind the scenes pictures that leaked of, like Ryan Reynolds and Wolverine in the yellow and blue.
Yes.
And then like standing in front of a giant wrecked 20th Century Fox logo. And I'm like, I'm like thinking two things. One's like, is it the end of the world? Is there an incursion or something? I'm thinking more of a Planet of the Apes reference.
Well, yeah, I thought it was a Planet of the Apes reference. It's supposed to look like the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, that's what
like you maniacs. You sold it to Disney. How How could you do that? Yep.
I love to see it like that.
That was the one that messed me up.
Like the thing that I would love though is like I wish, Cable was returning because I would it'd be even funnier now in like the MCU like just play Cable. And like people like, hey, you look like someone we know.
I loved when they called him out in the second Deadpool movie. The second Deadpool movie was okay. Yeah, he's saying something. He just turns around and says, "Shut it, Thanos." It's such like a blink and you miss it moment, but it was so brilliant.
Yeah, it was when they were trying to break the kid out of the prison semi truck.
Yeah. Once again, blink and you miss it moment, but it was so brilliant. It was so good.
Yeah, I love it. It seems like, oh my god, Juggernaut! I thought that was you. And he was like, I've always dreamt about you ripping me in half. But not right now, though.
Well, that was apparently him voicing Juggernaut, too. Ryan Reynolds voicing Juggernaut.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently.
I still love
that
scene when Juggernaut and Colossus are fighting, and he's like, are we going to have a CG fight right now?
Exactly. That was the best depiction we've ever had of Juggernaut. Like, every Juggernaut on screen has been terrible.
And they kept them accurate, because
yes.
he was talking about it was the crystal on the back of his neck that gave him his power.
The Crimson Gem of Sidorak.
Yeah, and in the X-Men movie, they just made him a mutant. And not even related to Professor X.
Well, and I think initially in the comics and in they mentioned it in the cartoon show, they just call him a mutant. He's just a mutant, which makes sense because he's hanging out with he kind of hangs out with
Magneto.
Magneto, thank you. And it makes sense in a way, like the whole retcon of it being the Crimson Gem of Sidorak that really gives him his powers. It is what it is. It just really like, and I guess it's always designed to be the a sign of the hypocrisy of Magneto, and I get that, but it's just so blatant and so apparent. But then again, you get like Seventh Day Juggernaut, you get Fear Itself Juggernaut. Juggernaut's had so many phenomenal moments in the comics.
Yeah.
Fear Itself Juggernaut was one of my absolute favorites. Because he looked absolutely insane, and he was literally unstoppable. Like, they always talk about he can't be stopped, and then just somebody like
I also like that
scene
scene in Deadpool 2 when he's talking about cameos, and they like cut to that room and they have like everyone from First Class in their makeup standing in that room, and, like, shutting the door.
Yes.
Hey, can you imagine, like, especially the guy who plays Beast, taking all the time to put that makeup on just for like a 3-second appearance?
Well, they probably didn't do that. Because at the time they were still filming the other movies. They probably literally filmed that on a green screen, and then just
Post it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
like,
no way they
that,
put
and
everyone
then
in.
there was that scene with Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt's scene was phenomenal.
Dude, I love him talking about that, like when they were, pitching the movie, and it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have Brad Pitt in it. And then later, after they okayed it, he's like, so Brad Pitt, what's he gonna be playing? He's like, oh, he's going to be playing the Invisible Guy.
And he did. He really did. That's the best part. It's Brad
Like,
Pitt's
what are we
playing the
gonna
Invisible
see
Guy.
him?
Oh,
He's for, like,
sure
2
he is.
seconds.
Oh wait, he actually is.
Yeah, they're like, when are we gonna see him for like 2 seconds when we kill him?
Not like 2 frames. It's so. But apparently he loved that. Apparently, like he's just such a weird guy.
Like that scene was another one that cracked me up because like when they say, when you hear it, they don't even mention anywhere that it's just Brad Pitt, and then you're watching the scene and when they show him die, you see it so fast. You're like, wait, was that Brad Pitt?
Yes. It took me a minute. I didn't. My wife had to point it out. We went back and we watched it like frame by frame, and it's like, holy crap! How do you get Pikachu on a bus? I don't know. Say, Pikachu, I choose you to get on that damn bus. I don't know. I know you're gonna come at me with some kind of a pun. Just do it. Just do it. Just like a Band-Aid. Okay. Pokemon. I get it.
There was one movie I saw. I don't know if you ever saw. It was called Grindhouse.
Was that the Tarantino films?
Yeah, it was the double feature of Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez.
Yep.
And like,
It's
did
been a
you go
minute.
to the theater to see it, or did you just like see each movie separately?
I went to the theater, but it's been so long, man. I barely remember it.
It reminds that scene with Brad Pitt reminds me of watching that one trailer for the movie Werewolf Women of the SS.
Yes.
They're talking about all the actors who were in it, and they're like, and introducing Nicolas Cage as Dr. Fu Manchu. And they only showed him from behind, so we were all kind of like, oh yeah, Nicolas Cage, And then he turns around, and you see it really is
Yep.
him, and you're like, oh my god.
Well, that's back when Nick Cage was like a big act. Like people hadn't quite, they hadn't quite turned on Nicolas Cage yet.
I still love Nick Cage. I like his movies.
Oh, he's fantastic, but there's every part of me that understands
The
like
one that he did with what's his name? That's in The Mandalorian. Pedro Pascal. It's like what was it called? Like the insurmountable burden of massive talent.
I really want to see that. I really want to see that.
Yeah, I bought that one on Amazon. Oh my god, it was hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure it's gotta be.
I laughed so hard watching that movie. That was a great Nick Cage movie.
Now, was that? I heard. I've never seen it. Was that one that was supposed to start off as like a documentary about him, and it just turned into a mockumentary and then just went off the rails, kind of Caddyshack
No,
style?
it's like shot as just a regular movie where you're like a hidden person watching what's going on.
Okay.
It ends like that though, where it ends kind of like with us. It's the Tropic Thunder ending.
Oh, okay.
Where the events of what you've been watching have been turned into a movie.
Gotcha. Yeah, someone had said, tried to bill it to me. What do you call a Pokemon that wants to be a police officer? Officer Jenny. Yeah, someone had billed when it came out. They said that essentially it was supposed to be a documentary, and then I guess like went Caddyshack and just completely off the rails. Because Caddyshack was supposed to be a completely different movie.
Yeah, I fell behind. Like my friend and I, we've been watching The Witcher. We watched like the first 3 episodes, and then all of a sudden, games and stuff came out that we wanted to play. So we just kind of put those shows in the back burner.
Yeah,
but it's like we had that. We had Good Omens come out. We haven't watched that yet either. And then today, The Wheel of Time season 2 just got released. And I'm like, oh man, I need to go see that now too.
My
I knew
wife
that-
tolerated the
Dungeons-
first season. My father-in-law absolutely despised it, but he's also like a stickler for
Which one?
the Wheel of Time
Oh,
because it's like his favorite book
a few
series.
things. Yeah, they changed a few things.
Yeah, I heard. Believe me, I heard.
Yeah.
How many
Dungeons and
tries so far?
Dragons,
So we are up to 100 and this try is I've been really bad about keeping track. I was trying to put a counter on the screen, but it wasn't working. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. This is attempt number 163. Which isn't bad. We've been at this 2.5 hours. And like the first hour was a lot of us just like cutting up and trying to get the counter to work, and it never did. But I figure here in just I'm gonna get to like try 200, and then we'll probably come back and try it again on Monday when I've got a little bit more time, or maybe Sunday night after Danmachi and my Danmachi channel.
Oh man, I'm looking at some of the new stuff Amazon added today. They added the 1989 Legend of Zelda cartoon.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I'm gonna go binge that. Well, that's why I wound up watching Rescue Rangers today. So I was showing my kids because my kids were watching the old Chip and Dale cartoons,
Yeah.
and I was like, "This is Chip and Dale when I was a kid." And so we watched like 3 or 4 episodes of Rescue Rangers, and my oldest is like obsessed with it. Of course, he's like the age I was when it came out. So, well, maybe a little bit younger, but it's like right in his wheelhouse. And then, of course, we watched Darkwing Duck, and he's loving Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, I like Darkwing Duck.
So, like, the Darkwing cameo at the end of the movie, he was like, "That's Darkwing!" And I'm like, "That's right, boy. That's right, boy."
They added another TV show, too.
What's that?
Reboot.
You know, a lot of people have been sharing Reboot on TikTok lately, so I'm not surprised. Apparently they added the Legend of Zelda cartoon show from like the late 80s. And Reboot. Reboot was phenomenal,
Oh,
man.
wow, they also added Sherlock Hound.
Oh, jeez.
I used to watch that one. I love that.
You know what? I was looking for a lot of Hanna-Barbera Easter eggs in the movie. They mention a few, but they don't really show many. I wonder if they just had a real hard time getting licensing from Hanna-Barbera. But I was hoping for a Hong Kong Phooey cameo.
Oh,
Never
God.
got it. That'd have been A+, dude. I love Hong Kong Phooey.
Yeah. Wow, they
I got both Latios and Latias shiny in less than 100 tries. Nice. Yeah, I don't have Brilliant Diamond. I'm gonna have to get Brilliant Diamond next. I will show. I'll share with you one of my biggest acquisitions lately. Let's get through this run, and I'll go grab that real quick.
Oh, wow, no, there's a classic they added. I've never seen it. The Adventures of Captain Marvel from 1941.
Oh my god! Like
I know.
Shazam before he became Shazam because Marvel's.
It's literally called The Adventures
Yeah.
of Captain Marvel.
So Shazam, yeah, Shazam was originally called Captain Marvel, and Marvel Comics, I forget how they lost the licensing, but I think it was when they rebranded just to DC. Somehow they lost the licensing for Captain Marvel. They shelved him for a little bit. Timely Comics became Marvel Comics, released their own Captain Marvel, so that they could have the brand name. And then they rebranded him just as Shazam because that was the word he used. Yeah. So let me grab my my 2DS and I'll show you my recent acquisition here real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. This was super cool. This was like just an amazing find. So I had been, because my 3DS doesn't have Pokemon Bank or Pokemon Transport on it, I'd been looking for a 3DS or a 2DS that had Pokemon Bank, Pokemon Transfer, and all the Gen 1, Gen 2 virtual games. This person had one of these on eBay, and in that he was like, I've got a couple other Pokemon games. He was asking about twice what I was really hoping to pay for all this, but when he showed me this, I was sold. I was 100% sold. And we've gone through, we vetted them. They seem to be legit. I've got to do a little bit more vetting, but everything seems to be on the up and up. Let me pull it up here and I'll show it on... we can pull it over to the camera here. So... So I don't know if you guys can see that very well.
Man, they added the Dolph Lundgren version of Masters of the Universe.
Got Shiny Entei, Shiny Suicune, and Shiny Riku. When he showed me this, I was like, sold. I need to have this. So, it's set me back a lot more than I was hoping to spend. But legitimately, I was just like, I need to own this. And so we're gonna sometime this weekend, I'm gonna work with this this system, and I'm gonna start transferring some of the Gen 1, Gen 2 mon off. I'm gonna get a Gen 1 Mew and give him the Mighty's Mark with Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, basically I'm gonna be doing some real fun stuff with this. Yeah, of course I'm still waking. So that's what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get like all these shiny legendaries, but those were from an event at GameStop like a few years ago, and I've been flexing this all week. Like this is just to me this is the coolest thing. So that's my thing right now. As I was saying earlier, I'm really trying to get as many of the acquirable shiny legendaries as possible. Spectre says, "What is it? What is it when you go steal a bike from your thief? Recycling." So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Is I'm just honestly, I'm just trying to build the best possible national decks that I can.
What do they do?
No Spooter. Yeah, I wonder.
What do I do?
Going for all the shinies on. Yep, there you go. Do it. I've got in Scarlet and Violet right now. I've got some really cool shinies. Funny enough, so I'm actually pretty new at Pokemon. I didn't start Pokemon until about 5 years ago or so. It's just one of those things that when I was younger, it wasn't on my radar. I was playing other games at the time, and I'm old enough that like when it came out, I was a bit too old for that demographic. I didn't understand like what it was, and so we played Red a couple years ago, and I fell in love with it just because of basically the depth of gameplay you get out of that kind of cartridge. Like, it really shocked me the amount of RPG you got for that little tiny Game Boy cartridge. And so I really just wound up enjoying it and loving it, and that's just kind of spawned. Obviously, now you have the YouTube channel and all this stuff, and I've just gone all in. But I've been absolutely just enthralled with this. And I never thought I'd get into the collection aspect of this. I was really all about the RPG aspect, but the collection aspect has been some of the most fun stuff. Yeah, Spectre, I wonder if anybody would, if I got the Mightiest Mark on my Gen 1 Mew, I wonder if somebody would be willing to trade their shiny for that.
Probably not.
How many people have a Gen 1 Mew with a Mightiest Mark, though?
You'd be surprised. Sorry about that, but you'd be surprised.
It's got to be rare-ish. I emphasize ish. That's the one thing that is a little, I say, intimidating, because I do know that like all these people I was trying to buy DSs from, and I was looking for Pokemon Bank. Most resellers have been wiping these things, and so Pokemon Bank is getting scarce. More rare than shiny, I bet. That's what I was thinking. But my wife gave up on the Mewtwo raid, even though like I was like, here's how to easily do it. She's like, I'm not doing it with other people, and I'm like, okay. Like literally, we could like set you up with one of my guys from the Discord, and they'd walk you through it.
Oh man, now there's a movie I haven't seen in a while.
Because I should offer that.
Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai.
Oh my god, dude, you were going like you're just like that Wayback Machine tonight.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the stuff they just added to Amazon. Oh, that's a rent or buy title.
So, since I'm new to Pokemon-ish, when we were playing Legends Arceus for the first time, I had a shiny alpha that I wound up encountering, and I didn't even know it was shiny at the time. I knew nothing about that stuff. So, literally in Scarlet and Violet right now, I've got a shiny Typhlosion with the alpha mark, and of course the jumbo mark. You can get that in there. I'm working on getting an alpha cleaver. Shiny alpha cleaver. I've got a shiny cleaver right now, but I want an alpha. Basically, I'm going to shiny hunt all the alphas that I can in that game, and that's going to be like the next big, like, hunt/acquisition. But I've been enjoying this, man. It gives you something to do. It's really one of those like there will never be a lack of chase in this franchise because there's always something to look for. What did the doctor tell me about my ear issues, sinus problems, and had bad headache? He was like, "It's all you." I hope you step on a Lego. I hope you step on the rustiest, most tetanus-infested Lego that exists. then I'm gonna need you to explain why you found a metal Lego. Which Pokemon do soccer players like the most? I don't know. Pelechu.
Pelechu.
Pelechu. Stop me when I'm wrong. Gold.
It wasn't so much fun last year having a broken egg.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't so much fun last year having a broken egg. A neck.
What are you talking about?
At least I can look back at it.
I really want to throw something at the camera right now, but everything I have next to me is like glass. I throw a bowl. No, it's a bad idea. Throw this cup. No, that's a bad idea. Thermos is already busted. I don't need to bust it some more.
I'm gonna get you to throw something eventually.
I just have to find something to throw. Find something that I don't mind. Yo, here's something to throw. Gatorade cap. Take that, you.
What did one nut say to the other nut while it was chasing it?
Spectre.
I'm a cashew.
What's the difference between chestnuts and deer nuts?
What?
Chestnuts are $1.29. Deer nuts are under $1. I can't believe you. That's the one that got you going. You're so special. Why is Hypno so energetic? I don't know. Yeah. We're all very 21 tonight, aren't we? Spectre, I need you to just start. Whenever I say you're 21, I need you to just go find like a movie review for the movie I Am Sam and just regurgitate it.
No.
He wasn't drowsy anymore. Y'all so bad. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go buy a little like mini drum kit, and whenever you guys start doing this, not just rim shot. But that's a lot of effort, though. I'll probably just make like a little alert. Let's do a little rim shot alert. But I have not been numbering my runs as well, so I should have.
I only give the quality a +1.
No. Started gym with the instructor. That looked more pink for a second. That's not pink, though. Palkia appeared. Started gym with the instructor, goes door to door and tells you the benefits of joining. I'm not reading the rest of that. You're just the worst.
What? I call it Jehovah's Fitness.
Remember that Lego I wanted you to step on?
Yeah.
I need you to go step on it again. For good measure.
Joke's on you. I'm into that.
All right, Skeletor. Y'all so bad.
Are we, though?
Yes. Very much so.
I can go on.
I know
I'll
you
be
can.
here.
That's the problem.
I'll be here all night.
Good thing it's almost morning.
Yeah. But it's not as bad as the contest we had at work. Contest of...
I'm afraid. Just go. Just go.
Yeah, a contest of neckwear. Yeah, the better the tie.
Where'd that cat go? Bad. I didn't even see. He's not shiny. He's like going to be the shiny, and I'm just not paying attention at this point. I'm just throwing things. When will the drum noise idea make an appearance? I don't know. Is this another joke, or are you legitimately asking to make that alert? Do we have so many alerts?
You still need to bring the oldies back. The
Ack
old
Ack?
alert. Yeah, there's Ack Ack.
That one got
Ack
so
Ack was-
abused.
It did, but you could put a...
I think I still have it. I just have to unlock it. How could Pikachu make a baby laugh?
Like Peekaboo?
I'm guessing Peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
Dude, this Palkia is like already like semi-pinkish. I don't even know how I'm gonna. I mean, I guess the shiny's gonna be obvious, but it's tripping me out every time.
But you'll know. You'll know.
I'm sure. By playing Peekaboo. So there you go.
Yeah. What did the carpenter say after he finished building his home?
What? All right, I'll bite. What did the carpenter say after he finished building his home, Spectre?
Nailed it.
Where's that goddamn cat? I lost it. It's on the other side of the room now. Y'all miserable.
You know you're enjoying these.
Y'all miserable. Y'all the worst. Just the worst. Can I get a hashtag Spectre the worst in the chat? That'd be great.
No.
Just everyone right now that's here, just hashtag Spectre the worst.
But I do hate my job though.
Go. Just say it. Just.
Because all I do is crush cans all day. It's so depressing. Am I just gonna get moved from Discord? That's gonna happen.
If I didn't have my counter over top of the Discord jail, I'd put you in Discord jail permanently. Put you in Discord jail and revoke your right to move yourself. He can't even leave. He's just gonna sit there. William, don't encourage him.
It's wisdom.
Like any of you. Y'all all miserable. Just all of y'all miserable.
What do type of shoes spies wear?
Creepers? I don't know.
Sneakers.
That Lego can't be herpes infested enough.
I need to go this way.
I'm gonna do a handful more runs. I'm gonna get up to 200 runs ish because I've been really bad about keeping track, and then I'm gonna call it. It'd be phenomenal if I got it in the first 200 runs, but I really doubt it.
Are you gonna transfer this into Scarvy, right?
Yeah,
All right, makes sense.
that's why I'm doing it. Honestly, I paid $30 for the game, so I could. Well, that and there's some versions of mod in this game you can only get over there. The really nice part about the other one is now I can get the Alolan versions that you can't get otherwise.
Dang, you paid $30 for is it Brilliant?
Yeah,
that's pretty cheap.
It is.
Considering it's Game Freak, they still sell their games at $60.
Yeah, no, I found it new at GameStop for $30. Diamond was the same way, but you had to buy it in store. They were trying to liquidate the old games.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Next time I find Diamond, I'm 100% buying it. Yeah, tomorrow we're doing Dokkan at 9 p.m. Eastern, and then after Dokkan we will be doing Starship Troopers over on Twitch.
I might not join that one though.
Are you getting offended?
No, it's because
Your waifus? Go ahead and say
No.
it. Just say it. Just say it.
I mean, if Yoko's a waifu, then yes, Yoko is the waifu.
I don't
You
know.
gotta record
I mean, Yoko might be your waifu. I was thinking the arachnids, but Rain.
No, we're gonna record the failed. Man, I still feel bad about that.
It's not like it's your fault per se. I mean, it kind of is, but not really.
No, it might be my fault. They had. I can't predict the blue screen.
No, you can't predict a blue screen. Now, if your laptop's overheating, what you can do is go get one of those cooling pads. I don't know if it'll help too much, but it might help a little bit.
It might.
Yeah, the other thing you can do is take the panels off the back, the ones you can easily access for like the hard drive and the memory and stuff, and just blow some compressed air in there and see if there's like just a bunch of just gunk in there. Loosen it up and see how much you can extract. We used to get some laptops in one of my other jobs, and man, the things you would get out of there were just foul. I had a guy bring me a power supply one time to rebuild back when I used to do like soldering and stuff. And I opened this thing up, and there were like roaches fried to the board.
Damn.
And I was immediately like, nope. But apparently that's not that uncommon. Apparently, if you have a roach problem, apparently they will infest your computer. Something about the electrical current attracts them. Yeah, it's disgusting.
So, what's Bruce Lee's favorite drink?
I don't know. Hawaiian Punch. Water. I'll leave out. Seriously, just. I hope you stub your toe on a Lego now. Just the little one. Just while you're going to bed, just stub your little toe on a Lego. Why did this happen?
You say that, Pilk, while I'm looking at a video of a guy who built the droid factory from the Attack of the Clones. Like, conveyor belt, working everything, building droid, droid factory.
That one was so bad it really was.
Diorama.
These jokes are not supposed to be good.
No, they're really not.
I'm just trying to annoy Pilk. Someone working.
It's not annoying me. If anything, I'm actually entertained. It's 3:30 in the morning for me, so literally, like the quality of entertainment here is gonna be low.
We are below smooth brain.
Oh yeah, no. Smooth
Is there a level?
brains.
Is there a level below smooth brain? I don't know.
There is.
I don't know what it is.
Mush.
No, it's Steven.
Yeah.
It's smooth brain, and then there's Steven.
There's Steven. We are officially on the Steven level now. If you don't understand that reference, you got to go watch the Cage Locks. I'm gonna laugh so hard when I'm just so. It's like system now, and I'm gonna accidentally bypass the Palkia and not realize it and be mad at myself.
Probably.
Oh man.
You could just be like, I wanted to reset it, even though
I meant to. I did it on purpose. That wasn't a shiny enough Palkia. We went for a shiny jumbo Palkia.
It wasn't pink enough. Funny enough, those exist in Pokemon Go. The size matters.
Yeah.
You
I
can
want,
get
I want a shiny giant Palkia.
Alright. I need to get to bed too, so I will
right.
catch you guys later.
Take it easy, dude.
Later,
Appreciate you
man.
dropping in. I got 5 more runs, and then I will. I'll call it myself. That'll put me right at an even 200-ish, because I've been really bad about keeping track. Hopefully by the next time we do this, I'll actually have an attempt counter on the screen, and we can have some more fun with it.
What are you using for the
Notepad.
notepad? I'm pretty sure there's like a website you can keep track of it.
There probably is. I was looking it up earlier, but everyone's like, check out my YouTube channel, and I'll like give you a thing, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to watch a video while I'm trying to make content, guys. Like, just give me the code. Give me the because there's literally just like code you would put into OBS and it would just pop up right on screen. But
Makes sense.
yeah, but I gotta literally go drudge through everybody's code to make that happen, and everyone puts it in a video because I mean, in fairness, it makes sense. That's how they make a bit of revenue on it. I'm not mad about it. I just don't want to do it while we're streaming. So that's gonna be homework for tomorrow, or realistically, more probably Sunday. All right. 192.
Did you see the screenshot I posted earlier about my Doncro account?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy about it.
Oh, did you re-roll again?
No. I've been getting pretty lucky with my pulls.
Oh, nice. Good. Man, I missed login today.
Yeah, for my adventures, I have the new eyes. I have the Ryu, the Bell, the Haruhime, and Mikoto.
That new eyes has got to be so good.
Yeah, I managed to pull Haruhime on one pull.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I got an assist Loki. And I have another, like, 2 scene cards. So I think my Doncro account is pretty good, actually, right now.
Okay, I put 2 ticks on that one. All right. 193.
Maybe actually we could be like keeping up with it.
What, the numbers? Yeah. Trying at least. It's not a perfect system, but it's a system I'm using. Oh, no, I said 193. I meant add 5 to that. So this is 199 right here. 199. I'm gonna go to 200 and then we'll try again on another night. All right, 199.
So you don't think you're gonna get the Killer Clowns game?
I gotta see how things go. I would love to, but I gotta see how things go when it comes out. Well, I did. So I canceled my my Damachi subscription. That's gonna save me $40 a month. And there's no point now. There's really no point. The game's gonna sunset in less than 6 months, and there's nothing happening but reruns. Why would I spend money on that? Maybe I'll spend like $20 here and there for like, you know, to hit an OnlyFans, but beyond that, I realize it's probably gonna sound really bad to people that don't know the pun behind that.
Mm-hmm. Family friendly.
I mean, OnlyFans is a thing. It's not inherently evil. It's just people use it for bad purposes.
Yeah, the creator of that website is just he's feeling that he wants to like rain it on him. Like he's drowning in money.
Oh, I'm sure. He came up with a good concept. It's just one of those, you know, very morally ambiguous. Well, it's like the whole thing with Kick. Like, I heard a bunch of stuff at the Twitch Atlanta event about, like, you know, what's going on over at Kick, and I'm like, I don't necessarily want to be a part of that. But also, it's a Twitch event, so, you know, they're obviously going to have a slanted opinion of it, but still. Yeah, I'm like...
Doesn't the owner of OS have access to all the accounts?
Probably.
That's pretty crazy.
I mean, wouldn't you? Basically, you're a mod of the
website.
Yeah. Like, but the worst part about that is like that then becomes a liability. 'Cause it's like now you know.
Yeah.
Like, if anything happens, you no longer have the ability to just be like, I didn't know.
But couldn't he get sued for that though?
Absolutely.
Okay, I was about to say. 'Cause I remember I was scrolling to Twitter and there's a story about this one girl that was getting mad because they were seeing her content for free.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna sue everybody. It's like, yeah, good luck with that though.
Bam! Dude, Spatial Wrench just wrecked her.
Are you kidding it?
No. I'm going to go ahead and back out now. All right, well, that was attempt number 200. We will, I'm going to keep this on tap, and we'll come back here in a couple of days. We'll try it again. Tomorrow night, I will be live on YouTube on my Dokkan Battle channel. We'll be playing some Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And then we'll be live on Twitch with some Starship Troopers. It's going to be a ton of fun. Links are always down in the descriptions. But I appreciate you guys coming out tonight. It was a lot of fun. We'll be doing this again probably Monday, maybe late Sunday night. I got to see how things play out. But, yeah, for now, we go, I think, call it there. I was going to pull up my... Let's see. That's about Scarlet Violet. Oh, yeah, I got some cool mod. If anybody wants, I have... Let's go over here. No. Go back. Okay. Back. Cancel. Oh, his Sweden variants. There we go. Someone was asking about that. I have... Where's Typhlosion? So Typhlosion is a jumbo, but he's also an alpha. Should have the alpha mark. I don't see the alpha mark on him. Where's that alpha mark? But he is an alpha. I don't know why he doesn't. He may not have the alpha mark just because he's in Scarlet Violet. But this is the one I came across at complete random and didn't know it was a shiny. And I've had him like basically since the beginning of the game. Recently got a Goodra. This Goodra came from, or Goomy came from Scarlet and Violet, and I evolved him to a Goodra. Shiny Hisuian Decidueye. It's a pretty cool one. It's just unfortunate that Goodra is not a shiny. We got some pretty cool stuff in here, but there's Cleaver. Cleaver's a shiny. So, shiny Cleaver. That one's fairly rare-ish. But I am going to, because especially considering the scissor came, or say scissor, the not scissor. Spectre, help me out here. Scyther came from Scarlet and Violet. Then I imported it into Legends Arceus and gave it the item and upgraded it. He's a pretty cool one, but I am still going to go after an alpha, shiny alpha at some point.
It's not Scizor, it's Skizor.
Shut up. Got a shiny Hisuian Arcanine. Where'd he go?
Arcanine.
There's another shiny scissor. Or Scyther.
Skizor.
Shut up.
It's
So that's some pretty cool stuff in here. But if anybody legitimately is looking for Hisuian Growliths, I have a ton of them. So we can do a giveaway on those one night. I also have tons of Charmanders that I need to trade out.
It's the harem though.
No, the harem is the Charizards.
Mm.
Yeah, the harem is 100% the Charizards. So,
Fruit in the labor.
yep.
That harem.
There's the Raid Typhlosion. Here's all my Raid Mon. You can tell I've been doing a lot of breeding.
No. I would have never guessed that.
Spooter, who's this?
Ooh. Italian?
No, what's his name?
Cinnamon.
I actually got one of each, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, he gives you Apple Jacks.
He does give you Apple Jacks. One of these days, I'm going to go back and do the shiny hunt for the 3-segmented Dunsparce. That'd be a rare one to have, too.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway... Oh, and Shiny Berserker. That's a fun one, too. Would like a Growlithe, sign me up. Don't have my Scarlet and Violet here. If you join the Discord, DM me and we can set up a trade.
Oh, that's the one I gave you.
Yeah, the shiny shiny Porkachu.
Porkachu and Berserker.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You gave me a Berserker. You didn't give me the shiny one. I thought I bred the shiny one.
No, I did give you the shiny one.
I thought I bred the shiny one.
Well, I got lucky and I hatched 2 of them. And
What am I thinking, man?
Egg bat.
Maybe you did. Maybe you gave me the shiny one. What if I think it's a shiny? Because I know you gave me that one too. That's one that I found. The really fun one was this one. The Glimmera and the Glimmet were literally both shiny in the same group.
Damn.
Yeah. So like I was wasn't even sandwiched. No sandwich power. No nothing. Was just chilling in Area 0. I forget what I was looking for.
Probably one of the Paradox Mons.
Yeah, I was going after one of the Paradoxes, but I don't remember which one. And there's a shiny Glimmora, and I was like, that's amazing. And legitimately, I grabbed the Glimmora, and I happened to look over, and I'm like, just realized that the Glimmet right next to her was also shiny. And somehow it didn't escape during the fight. It was the craziest thing. But, yeah, got them both. I think. They're all balls. I thought they were quick balls. Shiny Take a Ton. That one came from Yoko. Yeah, got a ton of shinies here. I think you gave me that one too.
Which one?
The Roaring Moon.
I think I did.
Yeah. You've given me a couple of these guys. Shiny Garchomp. Cinnamon. Tons of these Charizards. Legit, if you happen to catch me on stream next time, Because I just don't have Scarlet and Violet on me right now. I do physical games. I'll trade you one next time. They're not going anywhere. And we'll be back probably Monday night. Maybe Sunday. I gotta figure it all out. But if you join the Discord, link's always in the description. You can DM me on Discord and we can set up a trade. I'm cool with that. I bred them for the shiny, and then I just left them sit around because I figured a lot of people would want to have one. So, yeah. But appreciate you guys coming out. If you DM me or catch me on the next stream, we'll make it happen. Thank you all, guys. It's been just a ton of fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's been a ton of fun.
Uh-huh.
It's been a ton of fun. Spectre's the worst. Hashtag blame Steven. And
No. I got one for the world.
No. All right. And I'm gonna
Why
go ahead.
couldn't-
No.
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 Why
No.
couldn't the bike stand
No,
on
I
its
don't
own?
trust you.
Why couldn't the bike stand on its own? Because it was too tired.
Discord in the description should be. Is it not? Is it not? Hold up. Apparently it's not in the description. I will fix that. That's an easy fix. Hold up.
Are you still live?
I'm still live.
Okay.
I gotta fix the fact that there's no Discord in the description. Alright.
Oh yeah. there it is.
Apparently that's not been in any of the videos, so we'll fix that here.
Oh.
Alright. Should be now. There you guys go. There you are. But appreciate you guys. We'll be back doing more Pokemon stuff here later on this weekend. I'll be back tomorrow night doing Dokkan Battle on our Dokkan channel. That is actually linked on the main page. And Twitch, which may or may not be linked down below. But you have a good night too. I appreciate you guys. Take it easy, everyone.